first and foremost, as always, we like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakha, Kwadash.
Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the sincere Akim that push the word of the Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai throughout the four corners of the globe in spirit and in truth.
That's right, Shalom.
Coming back out here another week to pretty much prophesy the downfall of America in the scriptures known as Babylon the Great.
So this is where the tribes...
Please don't interrupt you speaking. If you have a question.
I'm sorry, he was talking to me.
If you have a question, just
I wasn't
come
talking
to the front.
Oh, you're taking a video? I got
Yeah. No, you're
I
fine.
am so sorry.
If you got questions, just come to the
But
front.
no,
Come around.
you know,
Come on over here to this side over
America
here.
in the scripture is known as Babylon the
You're
Great.
good. Right there. You're good.
Yeah.
It's known as Sodom and Gomorrah because America is filled with a bunch of sodomites.
So
all
they
right,
say,
and America is going to be destroyed, okay, because of the wicked, lewd, reprobate spirit that you find here in America, man. You know, the Lord isn't with this wicked ass kingdom, prospering and pretty much forcing its influence on the rest of the world, man. Okay, in a big influence that no, Europeans aren't a part of the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay, the 12 tribes consist of what you see on this sign, which is so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, my skinny ass old son.
Hey, see, Christianity have pulled a trick bag on the people, man.
Right.
All right, because everybody thinks that because of Christianity using the Bible, everybody thinks that the Bible is all-inclusive, that it accepts you however you come, however you are, all right, and that anybody can be involved with what's going on right here, man. This isn't, ain't no Europeans written on this sign, man.
For a reason.
Okay. We ain't dealing with Europeans. Those are known as Edomites.
That's
right.
right.
For the majority of them, you got Jake mingled in, but for the majority of the people that call themselves European or European descent that look Caucasian, they are Edomites, man. All right, and the scriptures don't speak kindly about Edomites. The scriptures speak about Esau going into slavery, man, hardcore captivity, and then being destroyed after they serve out their sentence, man. Okay. So this is not an all-inclusive thing where you can come up, prance your ass up here all frilly and whatnot, and be treated all good, man. All right, and you can just interject and come in. They don't even do that in the church house, man.
Fuck, man.
They don't even do that in the church house. Just go and start interjecting in while somebody's speaking.
That's the spirit of a woman. Women feel that they got the ability and the right to just interject and because I'm a woman, I can just present my presence, and I'm automatically gonna be heard and seen and listened to. All right, and you can clearly see that dude had the camera didn't pick him up straight sodomite with a damn tie-dye t-shirt on, skinny and frail. You know, them sodomites get old and get all bugged out because the activity they partake in, as well as them thinking they on some type of spiritual journey being a damn vegan. You know what I'm saying? You know, so, but yeah, man. Disgusting. Okay? Inordinate affection. Yeah.
Wait.
You have some? Oh, no, I was looking for something. What about you? You have something?
Yeah, I got something. Wait.
Okay, grab a second Peter the third chapter.
This is because you was mentioning, you have brought up how this place is it's overtaken with wickedness and it was going to receive destruction.
That's right.
And it made me think of this. This is Isaiah chapter 14, and I'll start reading right here at verse 4. It says, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how have the oppressor ceased, the golden city ceased? The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the sepulchre of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger and persecuted, and none hindereth. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing.
Yeah, so when Esau's taken down out of power, because the modern day Babylonians is talking in the modern day Nebuchadnezzar is referring to America. All right, so when when America's taken out of the power seat, the whole planet Earth is gonna be at rest. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna have people in a state of what's the word? A state of confusion or complaint. You know, because of ill treatment. You know what I'm saying? So the whole earth is gonna be at rest and be chilling. You know, matter of fact, was that 14?
Yeah.
Hey, read 14 and 19 in the NLT. Okay. Apostle Tahar on the Brothers in Dallas on their live stream yesterday. He had put that on the comment board. I don't think a brother read it, but Apostle Tahar had put read Isaiah 14 and 19. It's either 14 and 9 or 14 and 19 in the NLT. 40. All right, because it gets into Esau, his downfall, man. Which we're in the times when we're living to see Esau's downfall.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
All right, this is Isaiah chapter 14, starting at verse 9 in the NLT. It says, "In the place of the dead, there is excitement over your arrival."
Yeah, what's the place of the dead? The grave. So this is all like parabolic talk that the Lord is using to describe, you know, just the everything being excited and happy that Esau is going to be taken out of power, man. You know what I'm saying? From the birds to sea creatures, animals, trees, air, you know, life itself. Everything is going to be excited when Esau is taken out of power, man. Okay? Go ahead.
Hey, that's through the Spirit too, because where I stopped at was at verse 8 in the KJV, and then we picked it up in the NLT right here at verse 9. All right? It says, the spirits of the world leader and mighty kings, long dead, stand up to see you. With one voice they all cry out, "Now you are as weak as we are."
Yeah, and the scriptures tell you that, you know, all going to one place, from kings of countries to infant that 441 birthday. To an infant that was a stillborn. All people go to the same place. All spirits go back to the spirit world. All right, so you got Stalin, fucking John McCain, Hitler, Mao Zedong. You know, there's a bunch of just evil ass individuals that have ruled that would be considered kings that have died and went to the spirit realm. And guess what? You know, parabolically, they're waiting on, you know, the elites of the Edomites to meet them, to meet them in the grave, man.
Yeah.
You know, ain't no such place as hell. Hell is the grave, or a condition played out on earth. All right, which when you go into the history, it was simply a place where you burn trash outside of Jerusalem.
Yeah.
Gehenna. You know, but then, you know, Jake, Israel is natural for us to use when we talk, we use reference points.
Yeah.
You know, hip talk, parables and similes, things of that nature.
Yep.
And the Lord did the same thing when he edified the believers, man. Okay? And the scriptures in itself is written like that. All right?
Yep.
So it's a mystery.
It says, like calling your car a whip or your house a crib. Right? It says, your might and your power were buried with you. The sound of the harp and your palace have ceased. The maggots are your sheets and worms your blanket.
That's cold right there. Maggots being your sheet and worms your blanket. That's simply going into corruption. Because when you die, your body goes back to the elements, all right, that you find in the soil, all right. Maggots eat away at the flesh, so on and so forth, to where all that's left is bones. You know? Go ahead.
How are you fallen from heaven, O shining star, son of the morning?
Esau, all right, Lucifer simply means enlightened. Esau is illuminated in wickedness. Esau is wiser than Daniel. So the technology we see that is pretty much forcing about that MOTV. That's all Esau's left hand blessing. Okay, that's all Esau's left hand blessing, and all that is going to be buried right along with his ass.
That's right.
Via thermonuclear destruction, via Ezekiel 39. You know, the elect going around and destroying Esau's weapons of war. You know, we're gonna gather them all together and we're gonna set them on fire.
Two.
Abaratazah, we get to partake in that.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's what's gonna happen. All this technology, from the fighter jets to the tanks, you know, subs,
Yep.
nuclear aircraft, you know, carriers, all that, man. Trains, airplanes, trains, automobiles, all that's gonna be gathered up and totally eviscerated. Okay? Because it's not gonna serve any purpose in the kingdom.
Right.
Right.
All right, we're going back to organic, everything being organic.
That's right.
You know,
That's
nothing. We was talking about it on the way here. When you deal with a vehicle, everything that is needed, the brother had mentioned, everything needed to allow a vehicle to operate is all hazardous. It'll pollute the earth.
Yeah. Biohazardous.
Poisonous, that's
Yep.
the word. It's all poisonous. Everything that's used for a vehicle to even start, you know what I'm saying? For it to its levels to be on point. It's not too hot, not too cold. It don't run too cold, don't run too hot. It's all that. It's the oils. It's all it pollutes the earth, man.
Yep.
Essentially call that work at STS or sheet
Safety data sheet.
Yeah, safety data sheet.
STS, yeah.
If you ever look at a safety data sheet on just gasoline by itself, that's just not supposed to touch your skin. It's like,
Right.
If it sits on your skin for a period of time, it gets into your system. Yeah, that's just not supposed to touch your skin like that. But here it is, you touch gasoline when you go to these pumps all the damn time, not even knowing. Shit's all over your skin. And you're poisoning yourself just with that alone.
Elon, whatever.
Quick free. All right, this is Isaiah 2 and 4 in the NLT. The Lord will mediate between nations and will settle international disputes. They will hammer their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation will no longer fight against nation,
Yeah,
nor
that's how the
train.
Lord. It's like that's how the Lord is going to settle the disputes that these nations have amongst each other. It's not going to be the Lord is sitting down,
Sitting down at a table.
being the mediator in regards of Ishmael. What's your discrepancy against Elon?
Right.
Oh, your border? Oh, so yeah, it goes back to now Elon.
Let's hear this.
Right.
So no, the Lord ain't gonna do that. What he gonna do is he gonna sock both of them in their shit. Bow.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Take everything they got. If it's useful, it's gonna be turned over to the Israelites. And if it has no use in the earth, it's gonna be burnt.
That's
And
right.
That's case closed. That's case closed.
Done.
That's it.
You know?
That's it.
Now you guys are even. You both got nothing.
Nothing.
So,
Even
so
playing
you want-
field.
You want water rights and you want some oil. Okay, let's work out a deal. None of
You
that.
get nothing
None of
Hey,
that.
that's why
unless we let you.
these the whole concept of the BRICS, all these countries doing deals with each other and trade with each other, you know, things of that nature. They always bring up that word trilateral, you know, a multipolar, trilateral, and pretty much trilateral means meaning tree, and lateral, you know, like lateral.
How y'all treat them?
You know what I'm saying? So pretty much, it's supposed to mean an even playing field. If you
That's
are
what that H is
a
there
part
for.
of this
What are we, Monday?
society, for lack of a better word, you know it's going to be an even playing field for all parties involved. That's what the concept of the New World Order is.
Liverpool.
You know, a guise of everybody is on an even playing field, so on and so forth. A multipolar world. That's what one of the things Russia was talking about it's going to be a multipolar world, meaning it's not just America calling shots. Multipolar meaning, hey, these niggas over here is just as important as these people over here, so on and so forth. And us using the BRICS currency, it's supposed to symbolize that. Not, okay, whenever we want to do some deal or trade, we got to trade via the U.S. dollar, the petrodollar. You know, they're trying to do away with that. But
Yep.
in the kingdom of heaven, ain't gonna be none of that.
No.
Ain't gonna be all the currency that the silver, the actual silver and gold that's gonna be in circulation is gonna have an Israelite's face on it.
Yeah, Sean's face.
Exactly. You know,
Ain't nothing else gonna be valuable. Ain't no other. Oh, we gonna make up a fake digital currency, and that's gonna be just as hell to the hell no.
No.
How you gonna spend it, nigga?
Yeah.
Shit, ain't no computers nothing to tally that shit up.
Yeah.
Get out of here with that.
Fuck out of here with that.
Jedi. Demon. Because Jedi means Judah.
Dark side.
So that's a demon.
No
We
Judah.
just talked about you know, Yahushua and whatnot, and Israel ruling. The demons, they don't want that, man.
No, they don't
You
want
know?
that at all.
They, to the point that the demon don't bop that person over the head to pimp them to fucking
Right by over
represent anti-Hamashiach.
Yeah.
All right, and they don't even fucking know it, man.
Mm.
They just thinking they on some fucking Star Wars shit with their ugly ass vehicles. Go ahead, bro.
Oh, yep. Nation will no longer fight against nation, nor train for war anymore. Because he was speaking on, you know, no more F-15 jet fighters and tanks, and ain't gonna be no need for that.
They ain't gonna even have that thought in their mind, man, because they're gonna the way that the Lord is about to take over this earth is gonna be so brutal and devastating, you know, that these nations they won't even be able to formulate a plan on how they can even overthrow.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? On how they can rise up to overthrow, because they know that immediately they're gonna get squatted down, man.
They gonna be on the level of Nebuchadnezzar when he turned into that beast. Matter of fact, remember that? When Nebuchadnezzar turned into that beast, or even look at Esau when he was up in the cave's brain.
Yeah, you got it.
When he was up in the cave's brain, ooga booga, right? he made a brain spaghetti and all that. That's the we gonna see these heathen in their natural element, which is damn, you real deal is a heathen. You know what I'm saying? Like real deal heathen. Cause these heathen ain't got it. Even when you go to they countries, and you see them in their natural element, they ain't got it. Like Elon. When you look at there's a dude China Mac, right? From New York. I believe he's an Israelite, but he looked like a Moabite.
so.
Well, he went to India, to the slums,
You got too much flavor.
and they got a whole community that live like right by the train tracks. So say if where these cars is that drive by, that's the train tracks. Like their house is literally right here. So when the trains go by, if you was drunk and walked out too far and the train came, you'll die. Because the trains just zipping through there.
Damn.
But them Elamites live like animals, man. It's just dirty.
Yeah.
They got the one lake over there where they go to the lake and they fucking bathe in there and shit. And it's all dirty.
Same one that they excrement in.
Yeah, exactly. You know, that shit right on the beach. Like, so
Yeah.
these heathen in their natural element are literally, we gonna see them like, damn, y'all ain't got it, man.
Yeah.
You know, because it's gonna be a whole, the same way the Lord put the spirit upon us to wake up to our nationality, and just by us having a knowledge of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, it just changed our whole being. The Lord is gonna take that left hand wisdom up off these heathen, and they just gonna be like, dog, you ain't got it, man. You ain't got it. Go ahead, whoever reads.
You want me to get back in this Isaiah 14?
Yeah, if you got that, go ahead with Daniel first, though. Oh, go ahead.
Okay, this is Isaiah 14:12. It says in the NLT, "How are you fallen from heaven, O shining star, son of the morning? You have been thrown down to the earth, you who destroyed the nations of the world."
Yeah, like a heavyweight boxer. That's an Edomite, right? That get his ass knocked out, and it's like, how did that happen? By you know, like this is a heavyweight boxer that's like 260, 65, 270, and then you got a 220. A heavyweight coming and just whooping your ass,
Beat you
knock
down.
you out in the first round. It's gonna be like, damn, how did that happen? And it's a no name nobody. That's what's about to happen to Esau, man.
That's right.
You know, that's what Esau's future holds. Him getting overhand right, bow, and he's just out of there. Next thing you know, he wake up in the reincarnation as a slave. You know what I'm saying?
Talking about
Related to the Whitakers. You know what I'm talking about?
The hills that rise ass niggas.
yeah, straight up.
Hey, the brother by eyes, shalom to that brother.
Shalom, brother.
He had sent me a video. You remember the retarded Edomite? Earthquake!
Yeah.
We early on in the show we used to watch his videos.
Attention.
Yeah. He's a report on earthquakes that were happening.
That's right. Yeah.
But yeah, he sent me a video of that nigga. That shit was so funny. But yeah, that's the state. Esau gonna be in a worse state than that, man. Just retarded. All of them just, not all of them, but you know, like they're just gonna be just in a low state, man. Base everything.
I was just about to say base.
Yeah. The base is a beam.
Yeah.
All right. Let me know whenever you go. I got it.
All right.
All right. This is Daniel 4. All right.
They're gonna be lucky to get some decent food in the kingdom.
And they were saying that the apostles were saying that they ate juniper roots because they died eating that raw meat.
Yeah.
You know, they needed something to help aid in digesting that shit.
You know when I read that scripture, you know what it makes me think about? Lord of the Rings, that nigga Schmeagol, when he was biting into them raw fish. I mean, he had the pale skin, and he just fit Esau.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, they was really up there doing that. Just find a catfish and just bite into that motherfucker.
That's disgusting.
Disgusting. So yeah, that juniper root was helping to settle that gut.
Yeah, help digest the food. This is Daniel 4 and 24. It says, "This is the interpretation, O king, and this is the decree of the Most High, which is come upon my lord the king, that they shall drive thee from men, and thy dwelling shall be with the beasts of the field, and they shall make thee to eat grass as oxen, and they shall wet thee with the dew of heaven, and 7 times shall pass over thee, until thou know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will."
Yeah, because the king of Babylon was full of that pride. You know what I'm saying? He was full of that pride, and the Lord had to humble him. And the way he chose to humble him was, hey, I'm gonna turn this fool into a beast. You're gonna be out there like a wild animal in the grass, eating grass, getting rained on. You know, getting rained on and some more stuff. All right? And then once that was completed, the Lord had it to where he woke up to he came back to his mind, you know, to himself. Yeah, to his proper mind. Like you might have somebody that's doing drugs and they might have to go to rehab to actually find themselves again. You know what I'm saying? But they gotta be humble. You gotta go sit in that padded room and stare at them 4 walls in that ceiling and pretty much come to. All right. Well, ultimately, that's what the Lord's gonna do to Esau when we got him in captivity. But after they come to, so to say, they're gonna be set on fire. Because really, there ain't no coming to for Esau. Like he's a devil according to the Bible, and he'll never be rehabilitated from being something that going back to being something that he is. All right, because Esau's never going to go to being a righteous individual because he was created to be wicked. So how you can't rehab Esau? He's not built to be able to be rehabilitated. You know. So therefore,
Yep. That's the scripture.
So therefore, he just got to be just destroyed.
It'll tell you that the wicked word strange from the womb. If you go into that word estranged, it means to be alienated, to be a foreigner. So from the womb, he was a foreigner to the Heavenly Father. And why? Because he was prone to wickedness.
Yeah.
Verse 26. And whereas they commanded to leave the stump
441, bro.
of the tree, roots, thy kingdom shall be sure unto thee. After that thou shalt know, shall have known that the heavens do rule.
Yeah. Because the Lord was saying, you know, you still gonna have a kingdom once you come back to your mind. Because he did rule once he found himself. You know what I'm saying?
27, it says, wherefore, O king, let my counsel be acceptable unto thee, and break off thy sins by righteousness, and thine iniquities.
Hey, break off your sins by righteousness. You know, and that's how, you know, you can apply that to yourself. That's how you put on righteousness, is by not sinning to the best of your ability. Now, we are sinners, and there's nothing we can do about that, because the creature was made subject unto vanity. But the sins that you can control, you know, actually control that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, and this even goes, like the Lord said, like Daniel was saying to a fucking heathen. You know, because when these heathens in the kingdom, 4447. When these heathens do right, they'll actually be, you know, we'll leave you alone.
Yeah.
You doing some bullshit? We got to get on your ass, man. Far. All right, go ahead.
It says, and thine iniquities by showing mercy to the poor, if it may be a lightening of thy tranquility.
That's okay.
Later on, he talks about the feather thing. Oh, that's way over 33 though. I started all the way. They all play together. Okay. All right, I'm gonna jump down to verse 33. It says, the same hour was the thing fulfilled upon Nebuchadnezzar, and he was driven from men and did eat grass as oxen, and his body was wet with the dew of heaven, till his hairs were grown like eagle's feathers, and his nails like bird's claws.
Yeah, he was going through it, man. In a beastly state. You know, you ever see these homeless people who they go into a barbershop and they, you know, somebody feeling generous, give them a haircut, and they get their haircut and they look like a completely different person.
Yeah, completely different.
You know what I'm saying? Esau, he looked like real deal red. You know what I'm saying? And then when you shave his beard or whatever, cut him nappy ass locks, unwillingly grown dreadlocks off, you see like, damn, this motherfucker like been beat up by the sun and shit. You know what I'm saying? You start seeing them pale spots from where the
Liver spots.
Yeah, them patches where the sun wasn't hitting and shit. You know. Well, Nebuchadnezzar was he looked crazy, man. You know, his hair growing like feathers. Let you know he was a hairy ass heathen. You know,
Said his nails would be like bird claws. That's long, nasty, dirty, sharp ass claws.
yeah. And hey, back in the days, man, there used to be Jake, old head Jake. I had an uncle that he used to sleep on the side of our house. You know what I'm saying? It was sad, man. I used to feel sad for him, sorry for him, because it'd be raining and shit. It'd be the winter time, and he had a little cot with a blanket, and he used to sleep on the side of the house just enough to stay out from the rain. You know, like his cot would literally be right up against the side of the house, because the overhang protected him. The overhang shielded him from the rain. But you know, like Mom would make food, and you know, either me or my sisters, we'd have to go out there and give him a plate and shit. But he was like dying, man. Like he had like a lung disease or some shit. But he had the styrofoam cup, man. And he was just spitting to that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And that shit was green, thick ass green sludge type shit. But he had them long ass bird claw nails. Like he was fucked up. He was like, I was looking at a man just dying. And eventually he died. You know what I'm saying? Just outside, just you know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, yeah, that shit was crazy, man. Them long ass, dark ass fingernails, thick as hell. You know,
Thick as hell. They start to curl
yeah.
over.
They look like they belong on a dead body. You know. Go ahead. Oh, you use it on it?
Yeah, that was it.
Let me bring this out. This is in the book of there we go. It's in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 13, verse 23. You were speaking about how brothers have mentioned Esau, how Esau can't change. He was created to be the wicked, so he can't change that. This is Jeremiah chapter 13, verse 23, which was originally speaking about Jake, but we're applying this, you know, the same understanding towards Esau. It says, "Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots? Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil."
Yep. Esau Edom. He's accustomed. 888. He's accustomed to doing. It's like it's his custom. It's his heritage to just do the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying? It's ingrained in them from the spirit world to just do anti-righteousness. You know. So it's not hard to distinguish who the devil is according to the Bible in the earth. Just look at who does anti what the Holy Scriptures say, and by a process of elimination, the one that fits that to a T is the so-called white man. All right.
That was the point on that. I'm still holding this.
Yeah, you can continue on that.
Okay.
Fine.
Oh, actually, Salakia, if I may, we were talking about how we shouldn't these other nations, man. You know, their ways is completely against the Heavenly Father. You know how pretty much their ways is that we was talking about how Elam is out there, or maybe it was Ishmael you were speaking about, is out there bathing in the same water that they're shitting and pissing in, and you know what I'm saying, all kinds of nasty. And it made me think of these scriptures right here, where we receive these this information. This is Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 9. It says, "When thou art come into the land which the Lord thy power giveth thee, thou shalt not learn to do after the abomination of those nations." Just a proof that the way these heathens was moving and operating was not the way the Lord wanted us to move and operate, man. That shit, it was disgusting, it was nasty, and ultimately it will lead to our death and our demise. Okay? Like idol worship. This is another one. This is Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 2. It says, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them." So, two clear-cut scriptures telling us that we're going to be separate away from the way these heathens get down, because the way these heathens get down, man, the Most High don't approve of it.
Be thou holy. You need to be separate.
Cool.
Be separate from the heathen, set apart. Which is why the Lord wanted us to get rid of all the heathen when we went to the land of Israel in the first place. You had a whole bunch of damn Hamites all in our land, worshiping everything under the sun. And the Lord knew that if those heathen was amongst us, they'd be a snare unto us. Which is why he wanted us to kill them off.
Back in Isaiah, the 14th chapter, I'm going to reread verse 12 and then read down. It says, "How are you fallen from heaven, O shining star, son of the morning? Ye have been thrown down to the earth, you who destroyed the nations of the world. For you said to yourselves, I will ascend to heaven and set my throne above the Heavenly Father's stars. I will preside on the mountain of the gods far away in the north."
Yeah, Esau coming to the northern hemisphere. You got all the tribes over here. All right, you got Esau. Put hell and high water on us Israelites over here in the West, you know, in North America, because this is modern day Basra. You know, that chief city in Edom. You know, when you think of Edomites, you know, when you think of as far as the Edomites who's in power, you think of America. You don't think of Europe, you don't think of fucking Russia, you think of America.
That's right.
Okay? And where's it headquartered? Here in the Western Hemisphere, or AKA North America. All right, Canada, America. All right, and you got all the tribes can be found here in America. You just had over the last couple of years, niggas taking that the Northern Kingdom taking that pilgrimage through the Darien Gap to come here to America for a little slice of the American dream. Man. You know,
Same difference.
so you got Esau via his technology trying to establish himself in the heavens with the International Space Station. He got weapons up in there, up in space.
Yep.
You know,
Satellites and all that.
Rod of God.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know. Go ahead.
Because it's via those satellites that he's able to do a lot of his witchcraft, man.
That's that fucking
Via those satellites, he's able to talk to countries far off, you know? And via those satellites, he's able to see what other countries got going on.
Right.
It says, I will climb to the highest heavens and be like the Most High. Instead, you will be brought down to the place of the dead, down to its lowest depths. Everyone there will stare at you and ask, can this be the one that who shook the earth and made the kingdoms of the world tremble?
Yeah, when we get Esau in captivity, you know, everybody gonna be looking like, damn, like when you see how pitiful Esau, you know, what state Esau's gonna be in, it's gonna be like, damn, this nigga, this
the nigga?
actually, he had shit going. This nigga had everything, lock, stock, and barrel.
Yeah.
He had shit moving. He was moving them packs. You know, he was a unit. He was a kingpin. You know,
That bails.
he had a monopoly on everything, man. And now, yeah, he was the plug, and now he's a damn ooga booga base man. Go ahead.
Is this the one who destroyed the world and made it into a wasteland? Is this the king who demolished the world's greatest cities and had no mercy on his prisoners? The kings of the nations lie in stately glory, each to his own tomb.
And he destroyed the world's greatest cities. Look at Damascus in Syria. They caused an earthquake to happen a couple years ago over there.
Yeah.
And that's I think they say that is not the one of the oldest cities that's referenced in the Bible still.
Yeah.
Syria.
Yeah.
Or countries. Damascus being a city, Syria being a country. Look at they had an earthquake that they caused to happen in Turkey not so long ago. And that's Esau using his technology, his witchcraft to destroy some of the world's most ancient cities, man. You know, so that way he can get an earth a makeover with concrete and the image of the beast. All right, we want America, not only America, we want the whole world to resemble Babylon the Great.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Fighting to build the largest fucking skyscraper and shit now.
Right, which is why they go over into other countries and destroy it via war, and then have American contractors go and build that place up. And next thing you know, there's KFC in a Burger King over there.
Wingstop.
McDonald's, Starbucks, fucking Five Guys. Remember?
Five Guys, yeah.
You know they got
Yeah.
Five Guys in Kuwait, in Saudi Arabia,
Australia. Yep.
in all these different countries. You got Five Guys there. You know what I'm saying? But that's what happens when Esau has his way. He'll bomb your country and then have his homies rebuild it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Keep the money in house.
Yep.
right? And meanwhile, the people is displaced from their homes. You blew their headquarters for their job up. They're unemployed. They're homeless. And then you don't even hire them as subcontractors. You know what I'm saying? You bring in people from America. Over time, you might have the locals. Once you actually establish your foothold.
But they ain't gonna be the higher ups. They just gonna be the face. They're just gonna be the clerk at the front desk.
Exactly.
And you bring them your GMOs.
Like this one Jaffa I was talking about, police in Hawaii that it's policed by Hawaiians, and I'm thinking like, cap, yeah, they're the foot soldiers, but when you go to the fucking to the whoever's in control of that whole police force in Hawaii on whatever island, it's an Edomite.
Yeah.
And if it looked like a Japhite, it's your daddy. His daddy's an Edomite.
Yep.
His mom's a Japhite.
Yep.
Last name Johnson and shit.
Yeah.
Right.
No, bro.
They'll keep that Hawaiian name there just so it's deceptive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He took his mama's last
Right,
name.
right. Right.
A crypto Edomite posing as a Japhite.
Right. Just like Mexico's new president is a female, and she's Jewish.
The first Jewish.
Sephardic on one side and Ashkenazi on the other side.
Yeah.
Oh, so she got it on both ways then.
She's a Sephardic on her father's side and Ashkenazi on the mother's side.
Oh wow, they want hybrids and shit down, huh?
Yeah.
It says, but you will be thrown down out of your grave like a worthless branch, like a corpse trampled underfoot. You will be dumped into a mass grave, and those killed in battle, with those killed in battle, and you will descend into the pit.
Yeah. So Esau's not gonna have this is World War III. Any American troops that is sent off overseas to partake in World War III, they're not coming home. All right, you're not gonna be flown in a box with an American flag over to be buried in Arlington. What's that? Arlington National Cemetery.
Arlington.
In DC or
Virginia.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not gonna happen, man. You're gonna be put in a mass grave. When you die, you might turn into dust and smell of smoke, and there ain't gonna be nothing together to bury your ass. So, you know what I'm saying? That's a whole other ball game right there.
Hey, the point is you ain't getting that that good burial with the fucking what's those Scottish the bagpipes, right? Ain't no bagpipes playing, ain't no fireworks going off, the little shooting and whatnot. They ain't doing none of that for you, man. The way that you know what I'm saying, the way this place is gonna be destroyed ain't gonna be no great celebration and remembrance of them. It's gonna be everybody's gotta keep moving as business as usual. It says in verse 20, it says, you will not be given a proper burial, for you have destroyed your nation and slaughtered your people. The descendants of an evil person will never again receive honor. All right, so they're not getting it's not going to be a honorable discharge for this place, man. All right, it's going to be absolute destruction. Okay, and the kingdom going to be translated from one people unto another, man. It's going to be immediate, the takeover of Yahushua and the establish of the kingdom of heaven, man. It ain't going to be no time for these other nations to try to, well, what are we going to do? Ain't going to be none of that, man. All right, they're going to get slapped with chains and put and divided up and put where they're going to go.
That's right.
It says, kill the man's children, let them die because of their father's sins. They must.
Hey, so
Which is prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers.
Yep. Esau, the Edomites living today got to pay for what their forefathers did in the past. All right, they ain't gonna get off scot-free. My ancestors.
Right.
We didn't do anything. I got black friends.
Right.
That shit don't mean nothing. You got to pay for what your forefather did. No.
Join hand in hand.
What, brother?
I said join hand in hand.
Yep.
Yeah. And a lot of these Edomite women, Edomite women ain't stupid. You know, they know who got power and who don't, because they've been sipping on that privileged Hennessy for so long. All right, that white Hennessy.
Yeah.
They've been sipping on that privileged Hennessy for so long that they can see. They can see that damn these white boys ain't got it like that. You know, and so they know that Jake. They can feel in their spirit that Jake is next up. So you got a lot of them. That all they trying to do is ride the wave. A lot of these white bitches, they don't even. You niggas want to go to snow bunny heaven so bad that you don't realize that you just being used, man. You being used by the devil herself. You know what I'm saying? She just trying to ride the wave.
Yeah, she just want her kids to have curly hair.
Exactly, curly hair. She don't want. She knows that growing up, her brothers were discussing ugly, weird, dirty demons.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And she's like, damn, why have some more of those when I can have some little gods?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or my daughter, she'll actually know how to dance. She'll actually have rhythm.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the large reason why these Edomite women get with Jake, man. But these niggas,
all the heathens. They've been off Jake.
yeah. Hey, in which, you know, some of the heathen women too, they actually do like
Enjoy Jake.
genuinely like Jake, love Jake.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we the salt of the earth. You know what I'm saying? But it's just that great gulf fixed between Judah, or not Judah, but Israel and Edom, that no Edomite woman is really gonna love you. You know what I'm saying? She might have love for you, but ain't no Edomite woman like real deal gonna love you. She's the devil. It's impossible. You know? Okay, go ahead.
They must not rise and conquer the earth, filling the world with their cities.
Yeah, Esau's not gonna be free to roam about the country, man. You know, they're gonna be relegated to some pits. You know, when it's time for you to check in after your 23 hours of duty. Go get
23 and a half.
23.5. Go get you a. You gotta be up early to get ready for work, so get you about a good 3 hours of sleep. You know what I'm saying? And your ass right back at it.
Yeah.
You know? Go ahead.
Them niggas ain't getting no sleep. Hey, it says, this is what the Lord of Heaven's army says. I myself have risen against Babylon. I will destroy its children and its children's children, saith the Lord Yahweh.
Yeah. The lineage. Esau's lineage is gonna be halted. All right, now Babylon the Great, when it gets hit with thermonuclear destruction, if you hear, if any Edomite that's here, Edomite, fucking heathen, even an Israelite, hey, yo, as a man, if all your fucking seed that came from you is here in America, that's the end of your line. You know what I'm saying? So all these Edomites who you know, born and raised in great old USA, you know what I'm saying? They don't know of any family over in Europe anywhere. Like, it's a wrap for them.
Right.
This is where it ends. The buck stops here. You know what I'm saying? That was nasty.
That's dirty motherfucker we just talking about.
Yeah. Just like this bitch. Stuff in their mouth full of food. Women eat nasty. Yeah, they do. They eat nasty, man. They stuff their mouth. They fucking barely chew their food.
Yeah.
They leaving it hanging out. And
Yeah,
chewing in as it goes. Like, this shit is weird.
That's good, man. Fucking weird, man. You got more?
Yeah, one more. It says, I will make Babylon a desolate place of owls, filled with swamps and marshes. I will sweep the land with the broom of destruction. I, the Lord of Heaven's armies, have spoken.
Yeah, so Babylon's gonna be hit with missiles, and once the fire subsides, just how, you know, when the flood, when the deluge subsided, assuaged, and you know, the mountains were visible, you know, trees, and you know, once it was completely, the earth was, you know, so to say, completely drained of that excess water.
Once saw the water inside of it. You see it?
You know what I'm saying? You were able to have, you know, the animals let out the ark and do their thing. Well, once the fire subsides here in America, after thermonuclear destruction via World War III, you're going to have desert-like creatures that's going to come from various, from parts of Canada, parts of Mexico, South America, migrate here to America, and it's just going to be it's going to be they're going to have a ball, man.
It's gonna be oasis for them niggas.
Yeah, because it's like they got hella room to just maneuver
No interruption from anybody.
from anybody. More than enough room to just do whatever the fuck they want to do. You know? They want to fly around, and vultures want to fly around and just drop shit anywhere they can do that. Like in movies, you see vultures be flying over, circling a dead carcass in some scary movie that take place in on Route 66 through Nevada or some shit. Ain't nothing but desert and shit. And the nearest gas station 200 miles up the road or something like that. You know? Fucking vultures, you know something's dead. You see these vultures hovering around and flying in circles. Or they just waiting on your ass to drop dead. They know ain't no water around. You know? Yeah.
Circling.
Wait.
I got a quick read. Let me get straight to it. Isaiah 34:10 in the NLT, it says that this judgment on Edom will never end. The smoke of his burning will rise forever. The land will lie deserted, Salakia, from generation to generation. No one will live there anymore. It will be hunted by the desert owl and the screeching owl and the great owl and the raven. For the Most High will measure that land carefully, and he will measure it for chaos and destruction.
Yep. So, what the Lord wants to be,
Look at that shit.
be smoked, it's going to be smoked. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about the part of Babylon's destruction is going like spill over into Canada.
Yep.
Because it's not like there's some
Mexico as well.
Yeah, some ice wall, right? Some ice wall that's
Game
gonna
of
fucking put the Game of Thrones ice wall that
Like a
separates.
whole dragon fire or something.
Yeah,
you know?
that's gonna fucking ensure that no part of Canada or Mexico is gonna be destroyed with fire.
Right.
Hell no, this ain't no fucking fairy tale, man.
Right.
So the nuclear target map that these nations is gonna use to hit Babylon, certain cities in Babylon, well, certain cities in Babylon are hella close to Canada, to the border of Canada, on the East Coast, Midwest, Northwest, you know. So, you know, that fire is gonna eat up a lot of that vegetation in Canada as well, and likewise in Mexico, you know. But it said, what was that part? Can you read it again where it said it had it mapped out or something like that?
It's mapped out.
What you just read?
Isaiah 34, it says,
Hold on, wait for the starter pass.
I'm gonna start at 10 again. It says, this judgment on Edom will never end. The smoke of its burning will rise forever. The land will be deserted from generation to generation. No one will live there anymore. It will be haunted by the desert owl and the screech owl and the great owl and the raven. For the Most High will measure that land carefully.
Yeah.
He will measure it for chaos and destruction.
Yeah. And that chaos and destruction that's going to be measured is for the purpose of it being destroyed, man. So the point being that what the Lord wants to be burnt up is going to be burnt up, which includes portions of Canada and Mexico. You know?
Yep. Hey, Canada.
Forest that's on tap.
Yeah, the border of literally the border of from fucking the Pacific to the Atlantic Ocean, the border that America shares with Canada is nothing but trees.
They cut the middle. They cut the middle out. It's a big ass line they cut through. Every year they cut it to make it to show that it's a border right there.
Yeah. So, you know.
I was gonna say, Canada and Mexico are largely in agreement with America and all of its policies, man. Especially Canada. Canada doesn't buck back at America at all. They may put their little puppet on screen and say that they're against something that America says, but all their policies go right along with whatever the hell America says. They're just like if California come up with something, Washington and Oregon's gonna follow suit. It's that same thing. Whatever America pumps out, Canada's gonna be right there with them, man. Mexico has a little bit more heart to stand up and say nah, but that's only mainly because America be bullying Mexico.
Hey, now they with the BRICS, and like Mexico, they with the shit now though. As far as being defiant and saying,
yeah,
pretty much F Babylon, F America.
Yep.
You know,
that's brand new.
And that's all these countries that's jumping on board with the BRICS, with Russia, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. They got the heart now to say to America like, hey,
Hell yeah.
okay, what your sanctions gonna do?
Fuck you.
Let the weak say I'm strong.
Yeah.
Hey, like a
Do something, nigga.
like an abusive relationship. You know, the woman. She'll be getting her ass beat. She'll be getting her ass beat for a long time. You know, dude, talk shit to her. You know, abuse her mentally, physically, verbally, spiritually, all that. But eventually, she gets to a point. Your words don't hurt me no more, Tyrone. I'm not scared of you anymore, Tyrone.
Yeah, that's Tina Turner.
Yeah.
But she started whooping his ass in that limo.
Yeah.
They both hopped out that motherfucker wounded and limping and shit.
That Jennifer Lopez enough.
Yeah. That's what
yeah.
these nations, they own that now. You know, they own demon time, man. they bought them some black Air Forces.
Oh shit! They got their rings. They got all their rings on it. Wrapping up.
They put nails in the bats. You know what I'm saying? What's that? The fucking the Walking Dead nigga with the bat.
Negan.
The Negan bat. Father Ram, I was talking about that.
Lucille.
You know? All that, man. So, yeah, these nations are with the shit now, man. You can't take this shit. You ain't gonna keep using me.
Yeah.
Put your hands on me, Tyrone. What is this new one? Oh, this scratch. Everybody.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, all right.
It's Ezekiel 35 and 15. As thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate, so will I do unto thee. Thou shalt be.
Hey, these nations was happy as hell at the fact that Israel went into captivity. You know what I'm saying? Like Israel went into captivity. You know, everything was taken from us. We was in a low state. You know, these nations were happy and applauded at that. Can somebody hold Lamentations where it goes into that? They rejoice at thy fall. You know, all the nations have caught their hands that passed by and all that. Okay, go ahead.
So will I do unto thee. Thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir and all Idumea.
Yeah, Mount Seir and Idumea, aka Babylon the Great, aka America. Yep. Okay. Idumea, which is the Greek way of saying Edom. This place is gonna be desolate, man. It's gonna be a big ass desert, as we read earlier. Go ahead, read that last part again.
Yep. So will I do unto thee. Thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, and all of Idumea, even all of it.
Yeah. So all Esau is gonna be done away with, but Babylon the Great in particular, out of there. Out of there.
And they shall know I am the Lord Yahweh power.
Yeah, and that's when the planet Earth is gonna know that it's Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. That's the ultimate power.
That's right.
Ain't all this satanic bullshit that these people worship, Satan and Baphomet, and Dagon and Molech,
Yeah.
Chemosh, and the Queen of Heaven. You know what I'm saying? Hey, matter of fact, like in Jeremiah was getting on the women for making cakes and shit to the Queen of Heaven. And what the women say?
We've been doing it for this long.
Our husbands knew
Oh,
that we
yeah,
was doing it.
yeah,
They
exactly.
was doing it with. You thought we
Exactly.
didn't get permission from them?
Exactly. So if you as a man, as an Israelite man, allow your woman to do bullshit, you should be ashamed of yourself, man. Which women is gonna do? They gonna do what they gonna do anyways. Women gonna do what they gonna do anyways. But as an Israelite man, you gotta have some type of standard, man. You can't just and just let that shit be. You know what I'm saying? She fucking doing all kind of wicked shit that you know is wicked, and you just allow that shit. That shit ain't cool, man. Cause what did that say about you? You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Read that again. Go ahead. Yeah. What? But yeah, as a man, as an Israelite man, you gotta have a standard, man. You can't just let your woman fucking pretty much rule over you. You know what I'm saying? She doing bullshit. You know it's bullshit, but you just turn a blind eye to it, man. The Lord will jack your ass up for that shit. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? Because that affects you at the end of the day. All right?
The head of that household.
Exactly.
So you can just annul her prayers?
Yeah.
Same thing. You can do some wicked shit now, man. That's what I'm doing.
You do that shit somewhere else.
And if she is doing some bullshit, you don't partake in that shit.
Right.
You know?
You don't okay that.
Right.
Don't stand for the proof.
So like I was saying, the Israelite women was getting called out by Jeremiah for being on that Queen of Heaven bullshit, and you had the women, their first go-to, the excuse was, well, her husband is all about it. You know what I'm saying? And so, which is why I said what I said. If you know your woman on bullshit, and you just go along to get it, like, come on, dog, what the fuck?
You gotta have some backbone.
Yeah.
You gotta be able to stand up to that woman, man.
Right?
That's why
You know?
she's doing it, because she know you don't got no fucking backbone.
You know? Hey, the scriptures tell you that a wicked woman is the portion for a wicked man. You know, so if you got a woman and she's into some completely off stuff, and you talk to her, you know what I'm saying? Let her know, like, hey, look, man, I'm not comfortable with you doing this. If she ain't willing to do away with that shit, man, you might want to reevaluate if you really want to be side by side with this woman. You know, because whatever that bullshit is, especially if you know that it's something that can get you destroyed, well, it can get her destroyed too, and you might be right there with her when that judgment comes, man. So you know what I'm saying? You either gotta have some backbone to tell this woman, like, look, man, I'm in charge, I'm the man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we're not moving this way. This ain't how we rocking. You gotta either be able to do that, or you need to, you know, separate away from that woman, man.
You can't put that idol up in here, my boy.
Hey, that's amazing how, you know, you wouldn't allow a brother to be up to some bullshit, but you'll allow your woman to be up to some bullshit. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you gotta, hey, if you are bold enough to tell your brother, like, hey, man, you shouldn't be doing this. You know what I'm saying? That ain't right. You should be able to do that with your own household, man.
Exactly.
First and foremost, honestly.
Yeah. This Ezekiel 35:15, as thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel.
Yeah, Esau happy as hell. Happy as fuck. Oh, we got some little nigger slaves. You know? Go ahead.
Because it was desolate, so will I do unto thee. Thou shalt be desolate.
Yeah, so just like the scriptures talk about in Revelation 18, you know, it's gonna happen unto you. I work with them two dudes. That's a spirit like them.
Damn.
Them two partners. Yeah, that just hit the
That's what you was talking about? Brothers?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I feel like I was gonna see somebody from work today.
Hey, eventually it's gonna happen.
I don't give a man. I don't give
No types of fuck.
I saw somebody last week.
Oh,
That's
word?
like, yeah.
don't
What you
give a
doing
fuck.
out there?
I don't
Preaching the
give
word.
two shits, man.
Yeah,
You know,
man, if you're swayed by the world, then it's safe for you, man.
Yeah.
At this point,
and my frame of thought is, look, man, being an Israelite, it gets a bad rap, right? Because motherfuckers is ignorant, and a lot of that bad rap comes by way of fellow Israelites that either don't know they're Israelites or can care less about knowing that they're Israelites, you know. my thing is, okay, when I'm at work, I'm cordial with everybody. Motherfuckers like me. I'm the light of fucking. When I come around, like it's a good vibe. You know what I'm saying? They love me. They know I get down. I bust my ass. Everybody want me to work with them. They put me over here working with this dude, and we knock some shit out. And it's like, damn man, you way better than that dude. Or go over here, damn man, like they all amazed and shit. And it's like I ain't even hit the gas pedal yet, dog. This is nothing.
This is me at 60.
And I gotta be fake and phony with you motherfuckers. You know, I gotta be fake and phony with you motherfuckers. And y'all enjoy my presence.
Yeah.
So like, once they find out you an Israelite, automatically they gonna think some negative shit and so on and so forth, right? Hold on, let me. They gonna think some negative shit, right? They gonna think some negative shit. But my thing is like, dog, all this time, unless you found out I was an Israelite, you wouldn't even be thinking the way you're thinking, cause you know what I'm saying? You would think like, man, he's a good guy. But now that you found out I'm an Israelite, now I'm evil. That'd be my thing. You know what I'm saying? Like so get the fuck out of here with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in the office, the fucking managers, man, they love me, man.
Right.
They love me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't give a fuck. I can care less. We're gonna be demonized anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
Let these motherfuckers think what they want.
Which is why I throw up curses on them motherfuckers every day. Everybody in that motherfucking building.
Everybody gets it.
By name.
Whether I'm
By
cool
name.
with you or not, you get it, all right?
Yep.
For being a demon.
Yep.
It's your fucking vexation spirit.
They hated Yahweh Shai before they hated us.
That's right.
And he walked the planet perfectly. And they still hated him.
999.
Getting away.
Mount Seir.
Hey, but you know what? Slack it. But the way we operate and the way we carry ourselves is, this is my frame of thought. I would much rather take for instance IUIC. They got the fringes on
At work.
so everybody knows that you're an Israelite, and they formulate an opinion on you based upon that before they even get to deal with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you not having the spirit of Yahweh Shai on you, and actually operating in the spirit, wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove, like the brother said. You know what I'm saying? You on some, I'm better than everybody. And therefore, like, you're hated. Motherfuckers are like, man, this fucking guy, man.
Hey, you know, you say that pride is able for the Most High and man.
You know, but so the way they carry themselves gives away their outward appearance, and the way they carry themselves gives away that they're Israelite. They're telling everybody they're Israelite. Versus motherfuckers, the only way they know we Israelites, because brothers are seasoned and whatnot, is by our speech. You know, somebody got that where Yahweh Shai said, you be judged by what you say, roughly paraphrasing. Like what, the way we talk.
By that mouth, that should be justified.
Yeah, the way we talk.
Condemned about our words, y'all should be justified.
Yep.
The way we talk.
Justified, then condemned.
Yeah.
The way we talk in our communication would be the only thing that people would be like, man, you gotta be one of the Israelites, man. Like the things you say, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Which at that point it's like, man, like, hey, I'm living it, man. You know, like I ain't about to be sitting up here talking about bullshit of the world, but at the same time, you know, your speech is seasoned. You're not just going around, hey, you know, you Israelites, you know, you Israelites.
Right.
You know, you blending in the Matrix. They want to talk about basketball. Yeah, man, that series was good, man. No, I didn't catch it, man. Man, who won?
Right.
Oh, they won. Oh, then he dunked them. Oh, shit. They swept them niggas.
Right.
Oh, okay. You know, shit like that.
Right.
You know.
Right.
But there is certain things where it's like you got to stand your ground. A hard line.
Yeah.
When they start talking about certain shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then, you know,
And they only gonna pick up on it if they themselves have been paying attention to the Israelites.
Exactly.
Because if they ain't been paying attention to the Israelites, they just
be
think
lost in the sauce.
they just like, okay, this guy is kind of smart. You know what I'm saying? And that's as far as it goes. But if they actually been paying attention to the Israelites, they'll pick up on certain phrases and words that we use because they've been hearing it from the Israelites. That's the only place they hear it from.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I had a cat when I was in Seattle on a construction site. We was just chopping it up, and he started talking to me about Israelite stuff, and I was just like, looked at him, I was like, I don't know about you though. But he just started chopping it up, and I was like, yeah, that makes sense. You know, I played it off. You know, eventually I was like, you know what, man? Yeah. You know, I know about it, man. Appreciate you hooking me up. But he fucked with IUIC though.
Yeah, I worked with this one cat that was with IUIC. He bugged out and was like, "Oh, camps are wicked. You're not supposed to be in camps." You know what I'm saying? This was like probably a month after meeting this motherfucker. I met him one time. 222. Is that what you already called it out?
Nah,
I met him at a previous work site, and then like a year later, I ended up working with him. And initially, he worked for another company, and I think they was getting loaned out to the company I was working with. And this motherfucker, man, just like no wisdom, man. Want to talk about Israelite stuff. Hella loud in front of we around a bunch of Edomites, fucking the foreman and all this, in different trades, electricians, and you just loud as hell wanting to talk about Israelites. It's like, man, you got to get up and walk off. Like, man, what the fuck
I
is
remember
wrong
you telling me
with
about that guy.
Yeah, like, dog, like, and then I'm telling them, like, bro, like, that's not wise to be talking about, and still in one ear and out the other. Like, man, this nigga's a demon, man. And that's when you start looking at niggas like, man, you a fucking agent, man. What's your dog?
What's your deal?
No more.
Weirdo.
I was like, you trying to get away from the police. You know what I'm saying? And you got away, but the nigga that they're on start following you. So now they on both of y'all.
Hey, what was that? What was that movie? The Will Smith movie, Emancipation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was like, you brought the police, or you brought them to me.
Yeah.
He was like, nah, like, I didn't break them to you. You know what I'm saying? It's the same difference though.
Just finishing this off, and
He had to roll the window up on him.
He said, shut that shit up. O Mount Seir and all Idumea, even all of it, and they shall know that I am the Lord. Right? Just meaning breaking all the whole thing down. It says that because they rejoiced at Israel, when Israel was desolate, Esau Edom's going to rejoice, or Salakia. We and the Lord are going to rejoice at Esau Edom when it's a desolate.
that's right.
Oh, okay.
Wait, Lamentations.
Yeah. Let me grab this real quick. This is the book of Lamentations, chapter 2, verse 15. Starting at verse 15, it says, "All that pass by clap their hands at thee; they hiss and wag their heads at the daughter of Jerusalem." Hey, can somebody grab this in the NLT, Bubba Kasha?
I got it right
It says, you got it?
Yep.
Okay, come on. It says, "They hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, Is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth? All thy enemies have opened their mouth against thee. They hiss and gnash their teeth. They say, We have swallowed her up. Certainly this is the day that we looked for. We have found, we have seen it. The Lord have done that which he have devised. He have fulfilled his word that he has commanded in the days of old. He have thrown down, he have not pitied, and he have caused thine enemy to rejoice over thee. He have set up the horn of thine adversaries."
Yeah, so it was prophesied that the Lord was going to do that to the nation of Israel, and it actually happened. And when it happened, you had the heathen that was hella happy. You know what I'm saying? So in return, when this place is destroyed, do you not think we gonna be happy?
Yeah.
We gonna be ecstatic. I'm ecstatic. Like Mike Tyson. I'm elated. You know, we gonna be happy, man.
Yeah.
Imagine the feeling of being on a chariot
Watching
with your house shy, watching this place just cook. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that you narrowly, through the grace and mercy of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, was delivered. Bro, I can tell you Bashim Yahushai was delivered from what you've seen. Somebody grab that a glass speaker with fire.
Yep.
You know, it ain't gonna be no words to illustrate the emotion and the joy that's gonna overcome you if you get to experience that. You know?
And we're gonna be changed.
Exactly.
Oh, really?
Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead and read that in NLT, bro.
This is Lamentations 2:15 in the NLT. All who pass by jeer at you. They scoff and insult beautiful Jerusalem, saying, "Is this the city?" Saying, "Is this?"
That's part of that bullshit. Say that 144.
Is this the city called most beautiful in all the world, and joy of all the earth? All your enemies mock you. They scoff and snare it and say, "We have destroyed her at last. We have long waited for this day, and it is finally here." But it is the Lord who did just as he planned. He has fulfilled the promises of disaster he made long ago. He has destroyed Jerusalem without mercy.
Yeah,
He has
he destroyed Jerusalem without mercy. You know?
He has caused her enemies to gloat over her and has given them power over her.
And that's the reason why these heathens is in a they're fulfilling their role because it's the Lord that established them above us. All right, it's not that these, you know,
It's not that they're better
they're
than
better
us.
than us, they're stronger than us, and
Right.
all that. It's a spirit that the Lord put upon us to have us decrease, and a spirit that the Lord put upon the heathen to have them increase.
That's right.
All right, but now the Lord is about to turn that dial down on all the heathen, and he about to turn the dial up on the elect of the nation of Israel.
Yep.
You know, one thing, the Apostle Gabar, he was getting on that character Anton Daniels. All right, that milk dud head ass nigga in Detroit, right? And when he was roasting his ass, man, he was roasting him. And the apostle was he was like, he was hella bold in righteousness. And I was thinking like the world is figuring, they're gonna have to figure out that, hey, them GMS guys, they right, man. You know, they're right. They're, you know, they hit every time. You know, and with that comes that boldness, man. Because if you right, if you telling somebody, look, if you want to get to your destination, you got to make a right at that light. You don't make no left, because if you make a left, bro, you gonna go in a circle and you're gonna be right back where you fucking started. Now, if you want to be hard-headed and all that, then fucking go ahead and make that left.
Experience will teach you.
Yeah, but then when you come back around to that same turn that I told you to make.
And then you're gonna be pointing at them. Yeah, the next.
No. But then you want to talk shit. Then you want to talk shit.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's like so. Yeah, man. But the apostle was hella bold, and I was like, yeah, man. That's, in these times you gotta be bold, man. You know, humble, but bold because we have the truth. Not bold. We gonna go out and take the kingdom of heaven by our own means.
Right.
You know, forcefully with some carnal ass weapons. No, just in the delivery of the gospel. You know what I'm saying?
You know this Revelation?
Yeah.
This is Revelation chapter 15, starting at verse 1. It says, "And I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous, 7 angels having the 7 last plagues, for in them was filled up the wrath of the heavenly Father. And I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that have gotten the victory over the beast, over his image and over his mark, and over the number of his name, stand on the sea of glass, having the harps of the heavenly Father."
Yeah, sea of glass mingled with fire, man. Which is the chariot that the elect is gonna be looking through the translucent floor. All right, as clear as glass, and then underneath, America on fire, man. That's the real 4th of July.
Right. That's the
You
real
know what I'm saying?
fireworks.
That's the real fireworks.
Yeah.
Seeing America on fire.
Hey, which is kind of like it.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead. You might look defeated, man.
I was gonna say it's kind of symbolic because they pop those fireworks and stuff for America's birth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not realizing that the greatest fireworks show that's ever going to take place on the planet is going to happen at the destruction of this place, man.
Yeah. Yep. Every fireworks show that has taken place in America since fireworks became a thing on 4th of July, you can add all that up and it ain't gonna do. It's gonna pale in comparison to America being destroyed, man.
That's right. That's right.
200 million missiles.
Did you want me to continue with this?
That's it.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead, bro.
All right, this Job 20:4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment.
Right. Esau is a hypocrite, and you know he's gloating and rejoicing and making merry and all that. You know what I'm saying? But it's only for a period of time because America's gonna be destroyed, and the Edomites are going into captivity.
That's right.
All right. So-called white people.
Verse 6, though
They'll
his
be the new slaves on the planet Earth, along with the other heathens.
That's right.
Hardcore slavery, though. You know what I'm saying?
No sunscreen,
No.
no shade.
No.
You're gonna start feeling like burnt oranges.
Hey, and still be required to work though. You ain't getting the day off.
Ain't no days off.
Ain't no days off.
You thirsty? You thirsty?
It's them with the tormented in the mind, so they ain't gonna be no rest.
Nah, they gonna be highly looking forward to it though. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't gonna have to physically work, but they're gonna have to mentally work. You know, malnutrition. You know what I'm saying? Beat, bruised. You know, broken bones. Still having to go and break that rock down. You know what I'm talking about?
In the morning,
Yeah,
make sure
yeah.
the bones get nice and
Absolutely. You know, you don't get no dogs for companions. All right.
that's gonna crush.
Emotional support animal.
No pooch for you. All right.
How's man's best friend a fucking animal?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Unless you're on some bestiality shit, which naturally that's what they offer.
Joe said it.
That one dude said that inside every white man there's a little girl. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they ain't gonna get to exercise out that little girl's fantasies and shit. None of that going on.
You can't even think about it.
That's just crazy. There's a little girl inside every one of you motherfuckers. Like, what kind of weirdo shit is that, bro?
Hey, speaking of that old ass Edomite look like he had red lipstick on. A gray haired White Walker with lipstick on. White Walker. That's crazy.
Job 20:6. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach up unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him.
Right. Whatever lands they have, it ain't gonna be theirs no more. The scriptures tell you that the land of Edom is gonna be given over to the children of Judah. You know, Esau's arch enemy, being the tribe of Judah, is actually gonna take the land of Edom for possession, man.
That's how I was thinking earlier when you said, when it speaks about Idumea and Edom being destroyed, it's talking about Babylon. Because that land is already gifted to Judah in the southern tribes down there. So the destruction is clear to happen right here in Babylon. That land is going to be given, like what it said, unto Judah.
No, that land has to taste. It has to be cleansed as well, though.
Yeah.
So it's gonna get touched.
Yeah, it's gonna be Israel itself's got to be touched too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's got to get touched for it to be cleansed, and then you know the Lord's gonna work His work for everything to be brought back where He wants to be brought back.
Yeah, look
That's
that
right.
up. Type in shaking land Israel. The scripture says it's gonna be a great shaking in the land of Israel.
Yep. All right, this is Matthew 12 and starting at 36. It says, "But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. For by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned."
Right. That's why it's important to you know, to talk spiritual season with salt. You know what I'm saying? You can utilize wisdom when talking to these people at work, because there's certain jobs where you gotta talk to these motherfuckers, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't necessarily want to talk to them, but you have to. You know what I'm saying? You can't have that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey yo!
You can't have that. You know what I'm saying?
Hell no!
Some wine, keep that on reserve for some time and crack up the bottle. But but Esau, right? Like you gotta talk to these motherfuckers at work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because when you don't talk to them at work, it's just it's weird. And it ain't necessarily you trying to engage and initiate conversation. It's just you gotta blend in the matrix. Because if you on some like you ain't trying to talk, there's a cat at work that is doing exactly what I'm talking about. And everybody hates this motherfucker. Everybody's like, man, what the fuck? Weirdo. You know what I'm saying? Just some weirdo shit. And it's like you stand out in the wrong way. But you gotta actually, to blend in the matrix, you gotta get in there and whoop on something.
You gotta shoot the shit, man. Sometimes you gotta just shoot the shit a little bit, you know?
And you can do that without hey, everybody, I'm an Israelite.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta, to some degree, communicate with these people. It sucks, but you know it's possible. You know, hey, that's why Yahweh Shah said he would not that he would take us out of the world, but that he would protect us from the evil that's in the world. All right, and when you use wisdom, you know, your speech seasoned with wisdom, you can actually do that.
You know, what really gets them at work, ask them how their weekend was. That throws them all the way off your scent. Man, how was your weekend this week? What you get into, man?
So
Now,
what's
you
your
know,
next
man, I
vacation?
just sat at the house and watch the TV like I love to do, man. I don't like doing shit. That fuck them up every time. I was gonna
So
say
when's your next vacation?
Yeah. I read that. You want that Ezekiel? You got the 39?
Well, you already there. Well, yeah, go ahead, Terrell.
All right, this Ezekiel 38:19. For in my jealousy and in the fire of my wrath have I spoken. Surely in the day there shall be a great shaking in the land of Israel.
That nigga over there talking shit. Read that again, like you over there talking shit.
For every idle word.
That's right.
Hey, wisdom is beautiful because like you see through all this shit, man. These people think they're so fucking clever and slick, and when you've been on the block for a long time, you know what I'm saying? You got the eye salve to just see through motherfucking bullshit, man. You know, so it's fun. Part of and coming down the highways is beautiful because you edify, you know, the listeners, and at the same time, you get to do a in-depth case of anthropology, which anthropology is a study of people. Like we really get to study people and see people's habits and things of that nature, to where it's like our eye salve, our ability to see at night, our spiritual night, it just increases, man. You see things before it happens.
We would actually study spirits.
Yeah, there you go.
Because you can see the spirit on these motherfuckers. Like, you gotta do some weird shit. Watch.
Yeah.
It's Ezekiel 38:19. For in my jealousy and in the fire of my wrath I have spoken. Surely in the day, in that day, Salakia, there shall be a great shaking in the land of Israel.
Right. So in the day of the Lord, you know, it's going to be a great shaking in the land of Israel. All right, because we talked about Israel being hit with fire because it needs to be cleansed. You know, 777. You know, that's the scripture proving that, man. So not only the two places that are going to be completely just engulfed in flames is going to be Israel and Babylon the Great. First Babylon and then Israel. And Israel for the purpose of being cleansed. And it's crazy because this is part of the shit that I was saying. Not shit, but when I mentioned, you know, you see things before they happen in anthropology. That thing right there was in the whip. Just not too long ago was in the whip. All up on the googly eyed and Paul's in the days had to hit the block and let me out. I must know that since let me out. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like shit like that. Like, you know you was in a car and you had somebody drop you off and so you must walk by. I just want to touch the car. I want to touch the hem of their car.
Yeah.
You know? Crazy, man.
Smell the sack.
Crazy. Over there with an attitude and shit. Demon. Fucking gothic demon. Tired of these fucking people, man. You can start at verse 1. It says it's gonna gather up all the weapons of war. Oh. Wait. Gather the bodies and set up flags and all that. Proud. They're just proud.
Burn the weapons, both shields and bucklers, both. You know that one? Yeah, but start up a little bit. Okay. Wait. Wait. 6. Okay. This is Ezekiel 39:6. It says, and I will send a fire on Magog and among them that dwell carelessly in the isles, and they shall know that I am the Lord. So will I make my holy name known in the midst of my people Israel. And I will not let them pollute my holy name anymore. And the heathen shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh, the Holy One of Israel.
Yeah, hey, these heathen gonna know that. Hey, how about Shemi outside is you know, on the side of the Israelites. You know, despite the conditions that the nations see us in, especially when they come to America. Because it's one thing to see on TV. You know what I'm saying? Drake, the hip hop shit on TV, and then you come to America and you see like, damn, these niggas is really getting treated like second class citizens. You know what I'm saying? Go to the ghettos, which you know it's a hit or miss because now Jake is doing good, to where like, you know, Jake Ezekiel 39.
Okay. 1111 on his fan right here.
You got certain Jakes that are doing good. You know what I'm saying? You got certain Jake doing good. Got both parents, they got good jobs. You know, there's certain Jakes growing up that had that. It wasn't common. Certain places is more common. But growing up, it was a custom that, you know, the daddy wasn't around. It's just your mom, or you was raised by your grandparents or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Struggling to make ends meet. You know, but now it's like, okay, you got Jake that working in high school driving Teslas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The parents is doing good, you know, so on and so forth. So, you know, that's the heathen see a lot of that, but they don't see the origins of Jake's struggle here in America.
Right.
All right, but when this place is destroyed, all right, and the Lord put his foot in these heathens' ass all around the world, they're gonna realize like, damn, he is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, those Israelites. And meanwhile, you know, that serves us being demonized serves a couple purposes. Because here it is, we're being demonized. The whole world, the whole world is looking at us like we're evil and crazy and this, that, and the third, right? But when they see that those same so-called evil, crazy guys that hate white people are the ones that became superheroes and God is on for them.
Supercell.
Yeah, they gonna realize like, damn, we had it all wrong, you know.
Wait.
That's no doubt.
Go ahead. Yeah, it wasn't me. It wasn't TDJ. Verse 8, it says, Behold, it is come, it is done, saith the Lord power. This is the day whereof I have spoken. And they that dwell in the cities of Israel shall go forth and shall set on fire and burn the weapons, both the shields and the bucklers. Yeah. So we're gonna go around setting on fire. Setting on fire,
That's right.
you know, the weapons that these other nations use for bullshit. Well, the bows and the arrows and the hand staves and the spears, and they shall burn them with fire 7 years. Yeah, completion. And it's not going to be any use of those weapons because the nations ain't going to learn war anymore, as the scriptures say. You know, now that's why they got certain missiles. They'll be like, oh, this is a 5th generation Poseidon missile, meaning that go back in history and it started with the prototype. Then they actually made that mug, and then they enhanced it. And they keep doing that because it's a war. Esau loves to keep war going, man. If he can, that's his blessing, the sword. So if he can perfect it, he's gonna perfect it.
Hey, once they make a thing, they design it and they make it, then they gotta test it to see how it performs, and maybe certain aspect of it is a little subpar, so they gotta enhance it so that way that's a little better. But then new technology drops where we can get this mug to go faster. Yeah. We can get it to actually change direction.
We can put more uranium in it.
Exactly.
It can evade detection.
It can evade detection. Yeah, all that. Yep.
No sound.
Just like they do with your fucking phone, man.
Fuck it.
The iPhone, when the iPhone dropped in the mid 2000s or so, late 2000s, you know what I'm saying? Look at that versus today, man. They got the iPhone, whatever the fuck number it is,
like
version.
Or some stupid
But then on top of that, there's it's the 15 point such and such because it ain't just the 15. You also got upgraded versions of 15 itself before dropping 16. You know, Samsung S 20 something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When it was the S3, that, you know what I'm saying? Not too long ago. So same thing.
And you know, Esau do that. It'll be the iPhone or Samsung S10.e.
Yeah.
And they okay, we're gonna throw this S10.e out there. We know that it got discrepancies in it, but niggas is gonna buy it because while they buying that, we're working on S10.e.5.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And 6 months later, we're gonna bop them over the head with that.
Yep.
It don't even be 6. They give you like 2 months, 3 months, new ones out.
Yeah. Yep. You know, it's like they just got this one, but they so stupid they gonna refurbish or not refurbish. They gonna hand this one over to get the new one, and then we just gonna add, you know, more increased payments because this one is more. So we just gonna add that to their bill. Yeah,
Right.
we gonna get them.
Right.
You know, Esau's a demon like that.
And it's the main ones they get be fucking Israel, man. We like the top consumers of every fucking thing.
And that's why they had a video from years ago, how to sell to the Negro or something like that. How to sell to the Negro. Just taking the video.
That's like the 4th or 5th person that done drove past here, 333. That done drove past here with their fucking phone up recording and shit, man. Hey, but that's okay, because realistically, it's either going to be towards their benefit or it's going to be towards their destruction. And most likely it's going to be towards their destruction. And making mockery and whatnot, you know?
Oh, we don't see that shit. You know it's sunny, right?
Yeah.
Nah, but she got that 5% tint, so she thinks she invisible.
You don't got it on the front. You don't got it on the windshield, you dumb bitch. Sparkly ass phone.
Right. Oh, dumbass. Coming towards us though. Not using the tent as the window, you know. She's coming towards us. So
Yeah, she was right in the front of the shit. Like, come on, man. Let that be a curse with you. Verse 10, it says, so that they shall take no wood out of the field, neither cut down any out of the forest, for they shall burn the weapons with fire, and they shall spoil those that spoiled them, and rob those that robbed them, saith the Lord Yahweh. Okay, verse 10. Okay, so that they shall take no wood out of the field, neither cut down any out of the forests, for they shall burn the weapons with fire, and they shall spoil those that spoiled them, and rob those that robbed them, saith Yahweh, the Lord power.
Yeah. So Esau's weapons of war is gonna be burned. Because it ain't gonna, like I said, it ain't gonna be they're not gonna serve a purpose. Because the nations ain't gonna learn war anymore. So you know what? And Esau got what they call nuclear proliferation, which is supposed to be a gradual decreasing of your nuclear stockpile.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Eventually, our nuclear stockpile is gonna be down to zero because we unanimously agree that this ain't right and da 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 da.
Right.
Which
Cap.
nations, it's known that every nation that has nuclear capability, it's known how many nuclear weapons they have. Except for who?
Israel.
Bingo. Israel is the only one. Them gutter rats is the only nation who it's not known, it's not clear how many nukes they got, and they're not gonna let that information be known. They're not gonna let that be known, man, because they're the devil.
Right.
You know. But the point is, if this was a righteous kingdom, if those people in the land of Israel were the true people of the Heavenly Father, they would be making decrees that, look, all these nukes around the world got to be destroyed, man. You know, the tanks, this, that, and the third, we got to burn all that shit. Bring them here, we got to burn that shit. But what are they doing? Oh, America, we need more weapons. Ukraine, which them ain't nothing but gutter rats too. Oh, we need more weapons. Oh, America, please help us. We'll give us billions of dollars. You know, and America's writing checks, getting all this money sent over there to Ukraine, to Israel, to fund destruction.
Yep. And lots of life.
You know?
Yep.
Verse 11. And it shall come to pass in that day that I will give unto Gog a place there of graves in Israel, the valley of the passengers on the east of the sea, and it shall stop the noise or the noses of the passengers, and there shall they bury
the dead bodies. There's gonna be so many dead bodies that stench is gonna be like ugh. You know, something so potent that it barely creep up in the nostrils and it just punches
like that New York dumpster juice.
Yeah.
Boy, you smell some of that shit, boy, you running for the hills.
The aroma of Tacoma.
What the fuck is that?
The Tacoma aroma once you on I-5 going towards Pike. When you smell that, ugh.
No, they got rid of that plant. They don't stink like as much as it used to.
Got a mushroom farm down there.
Here.
Oh, the mushroom farm.
Yeah.
That
That shit stink.
That shit stink, boy.
It got burnt down actually. It got burnt down.
You said it got
Electrical
burnt down?
fire, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I remember seeing that.
But he used to
earlier
every
this
time
year,
you-
huh?
Yeah. Or last year.
Maybe last year.
You pass up and through there, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Don't catch a long windy day out there. No. Back in the middle part of verse 11, it says, the valley of the passengers on the east of the sea, and it shall stop the noses of the passengers, and there shall they bury Gog and all his multitude, and they shall call it the valley of Himengog. In 7 months shall the house of Israel be burying of them.
Yeah, 7 months just means completion. All right, so you know we're gonna be in charge of delegating Esau. Let's see. I never got higher. I thought I was talking about. But we're gonna have Esau and the other nations that survived. They pick them dead bodies up and put them in that mass grave.
Yep.
That's why I said it's gonna be called Hamengog. Look that up. Hamengog.
39.
All right.
That says, verse 12, in 7 months shall the house of Israel be burying of them, that they may cleanse the land. Yea, all the people of the land shall bury them, and it shall be to them a renowned Salakia, and it shall be to them a renowned the day that that I shall be glorified, saith the Lord power. And they shall serve out men of continual employment. Oh, Salakia. And they shall sever out men of continual employment.
Hey, the unemployment rate in the kingdom of heaven is going to be zero.
Zero.
No idle hands.
None. Okay?
Hey, they ain't gonna be looking. Hey, what's there to watch on TV? I'm bored. ain't no boredom. There's always gonna be something for you motherfuckers to do. Y'all whole day gonna be filled. You gonna have a full itinerary for the day of shit that needs to get done, and it's gonna be hell to pay if it's the end of the day and the shit ain't done. Man. You know? Y'all working until it's done. You feel me? It's time to get. Ain't no. Oh, at 5 o'clock we just punching out. No. Nah, there's still shit that needs to get done today.
Ain't no OT, nigga.
Right.
You on salary, nigga.
Hey, nah, you ain't getting. Your payment is light.
Your payment, you already been paid.
The fact that you breathing still is your payment. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Because that's the alternative. You either gonna work or you restarting to work again, man. You know.
As we was put down in your society, we're gonna put you down the same damn way. Yes, I do. This is 1996. The Strong's definition, Hamon God, the multitude of God, the fanciful name of the emblematic place in Palestine. Hamon God.
Yeah, because it said in that lets you know, that definition lets you know that, and the scripture lets you know that them Russians is actually going to invade the land of Israel.
Yeah.
Right? Because for there to be named a mass burial place, a mass burial site in the land of Israel to commemorate the Russians, God, being buried in the land of Israel, lets you know that they're going to invade the land of Israel, which the scripture goes into. You know what I'm saying? So eventually, them Russians going, you know, because a lot of the shit going on between America, Ukraine, NATO and all that is spearheaded by America and Israel.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Israel and America is the one putting the battery in Ukraine's back.
Yep.
All right? And the Russians have called out America and Israel for being responsible for all the bullshit.
Yep.
So it's gonna come a point where it's like, okay, all right, nigga, we gonna pull up to your front porch. How you like that?
How you like that?
You know what I'm saying?
Gangsta as fuck.
Oh yeah, I was just thinking about that.
We're gonna pull up, it's gonna be gangsta. All right, verse 14. And they shall sever out men of continual employment, passing through the land to bury with the passengers those that remain upon the face of the earth, to cleanse it. After the end of 7 months shall they search. And the passengers, no. 15. And the passengers that pass through the land, when any seeth a man's bone, then shall he set up a sign by it till the buriers have buried it in the valley of Hamon God.
Yeah, so it's gonna be dead bodies and, you know, flesh decaying, and, you know, bone is visible. You can see it where it was flesh, but it's been exposed to the sun. It's just cooking, and you know what I'm saying? Birds eating at it and vultures and all that. But hey, it's gonna be somebody put a flag right there. There's a body here. Pick that shit up. Cleanse the land, man. You know.
Verse 16. And also the name of the city shall be Hamanah.
Hey, look that up, Noah.
16. Verse 16. Hamanah. Thus shall they cleanse the city. That is, it says that is the multitude. Verse 17. And thou shalt, and thou, son of man, thus saith the Lord power, speak unto every feathered fowl, and to every beast of the field, assemble yourselves and come, gather yourselves on every side to my sacrifice, that I do sacrifice for you.
Yeah, so the birds, and the Lord, you know, he cares about his creatures, man.
Yeah.
You know, in a way the Lord is going to have, you know, expedite or expedite that decomposition process is let the birds get in there and get after it.
I was about to fuck that
How
one all the way up.
Esau, go ahead, get after it. You know what I'm saying? The birds,
Get to it, man.
the birds gonna have their way, man. You know. Think about it, man. The birds. When do birds get a chance to eat humans? You know what I'm saying? Like it's not common for birds to get a chance to eat human and all that. Oh, this one, man, he had a burrito. He tastes like a burrito. You know, this one tastes like he tastes like fucking enchilada.
This nigga tastes sweet. He must be diabetic. He put that sweet shit.
It was popping.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the birds is gonna be able to feast on human flesh.
It says, even a great sacrifice upon the mountains of Israel, that ye may eat flesh and drink blood.
All right, this is H 1997. Hamawana. Multitude, the same as H 1966 Hamona.
So pretty much just multitude. Yeah, my sword was right there.
Verse 18. Ye shall eat the flesh of the mighty, and drink the blood of the princes of the earth, of rams, of lambs, and of goats, of bullocks, and all them, and all of them fattenings of Bashan. And ye shall eat fat till ye be full, and drink blood till ye be drunken of my sacrifice which I have sacrificed for you. Thus ye shall be filled at my table with horses and chariots, with mighty men, and with all men of war, saith the Lord power. And I will set.
Hey, it's literally a feast, man. As a bird, to be able to see just everything below you is just dead, and you can just have your fill of fucking human flesh or horses. You know, some fucking dogs, some that sniff for mine or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's literally a big ass feast, man.
That was a big ass
Big ass
Wait.
Hey, it's gonna be like the Golden Corral, man. If anybody ever been to the Golden Corral or a buffet period, you just walk in there, you pay a certain fee to get in the door. But after that, you can grab a plate and fill up as much as you want, man. You know, you just, I want some of this. I want some of these mashed potatoes. I want some of this salad. I want some of these ribs. You know, I want some of this steak right here. Yeah, I want the ice cream with the sprinkles and the gummy bears. You know what I'm saying? You can just have whatever the fuck you want, man. Yeah, so the birds gonna be like that. Whatever they see, you know, they gonna be able to go and pick at it.
I want some leopard's eyes today.
Right.
No, I want brown eyes
Yeah,
today.
you can be picky. Be picky on what color
I want an Asian. No, I want meat.
They eyeballs ain't open enough. You know what I'm saying?
Some birds might like having to dig through that epicantic fold to get to the eyeball. See, the epicantic fold keeps the water reserves in the eyeballs.
Yeah.
So it's like eating watermelon. You refreshing and shit. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
They
they
got
are
that
dried
crunch.
out.
They got that crunch in there.
And then you put the rest of the birds on. Like no, this one's done. No, the
Yeah,
slanty
you know the bros be talking to each other like, hold on, man, taste this shit right here, homie. Come taste some of this shit. This shit
You got
here.
this right here, nigga?
This
shit right here, nigga?
You probably kill a lot. Verse 21.
They were like, oh, this one tastes like seaweed. Yeah. this one's like eating fish. This one tastes like octopus. It's all Moab, but Moab and Ammon, they all taste like sea creatures and shit.
And Japhites too.
Yeah, no, spam. That's what they taste like.
Yeah.
And mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
Just like the salted pork.
Yeah. This one tastes like a spam sushi roll.
With extra mayo. Verse 21, it says, and I will set my glory among the heathen, and all the heathen shall see my judgment that I have executed in my hand that I have laid upon them. So the house of Israel shall know that I am the Lord their power for that day, from that day and forward.
The Israelites are going to know that the Lord is with us and he's for us by seeing the destruction that is going to befall the various nations, man. You know, 444, right there, got that. You know?
Verse 23. And the heathen shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity for their iniquity, because they trespassed against me. Therefore hid I my face from them, and gave them into the hand of their enemies. So fell they all by the sword, according to their uncleanness and according to their transgressions.
Right, so the heathen gonna know that the reason why we even got jacked up, as we've been saying, is because of our iniquity. It's not because y'all all high and mighty.
Y'all strong.
Y'all stronger than us.
No, it's because
Better.
we are the Lord's chosen people, and we were rebellious against doing the Lord's will. Therefore, he used y'all as the whooping stick, like the scriptures say. Esau in particular. That's the reason why we were brought here into captivity and been you know, held at the bottom of the barrel all these generations. Okay? But that's just all. It's damn right.
I was gonna say, really, it stems from us not having fathers to teach us. You know what I'm saying? To carry on that knowledge from one child to the next. You know, teach you about credit scores and all this extra shit. You don't have wealth or land to pass down or pass on. So what are you passing on? Nothing.
Yep.
Yeah, debt and
Debt and
fucking and misfortunes.
Hey, which all that boils down to the curses.
Yep, exactly what it boils down to.
Hold Deuteronomy 30 and 7.
Verse 24, it says, 24, according to their uncleanness and according to their transgressions have I done unto them, and hid my face from them. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, now will I bring again the captivity of Jacob, and have mercy upon the whole house of Israel, and will be jealous for my holy name. After that they have borne their shame and all their transgressions or trespasses, whereby they have trespassed against me, when they dwelt safely in their land, and none made them afraid. When I had brought them again from the people, and gathered them out of their enemies' land, and sanctified in them in the sight of many nations, then shall they know that I am the Lord their power, which caused them to be led into captivity among the heathen.
Right, and that's what the Lord's getting ready to do. He's getting ready to gather us from every place where we've been scattered and put us back into our own land, where we're going to be prosperous.
Yep.
All right, we're going to flourish. We're going to know that the Heavenly Father is our power. We're going to know and call upon His name. Right, and the heathen are going to be privy to being able to see that. Right, and
White dude.
she get on back of that motorbike,
And I just see it back on that motorbike.
but the heathen are going to be privy to seeing that, and they're going to know that they ain't shit they can do about it.
Yeah.
They're just going to be some jealous ass heathen, mad at the fact that we ain't bugged out in a state of derision any longer.
It says, but I have gathered them unto their own land, and have left none of them any more there. Neither will I hide my face any more from them, for I will pour out my spirit upon the house of Israel, saith the Lord power.
Yeah, and the Lord is not hiding His face from the elect of the nation of Israel that's calling upon Him in spirit and in truth.
That's right.
All right, but the rest of these Israelites that want to make merchandise of the scriptures and charge, like Safari charged $500 for counseling.
That's crazy.
It's worth $800, but I'll give it to you for $500.
That's they make it
Like,
try to make
bruh.
it seem like you getting a deal.
Getting some, like, bro,
Personal
how about
text
you
messages.
read the scriptures for yourself, and sup with the Lord, and that'll be your counseling. How about
Right,
that?
right.
Don't the scripture say, meddle not in another man's affairs?
True.
If you're counseling a man on what the fuck he's going through with his woman or anything like that, you're meddling in that man's affairs.
You're being a busybody.
Yeah, fuck out of here, man. And for a man to want to tell you shit that's going on with him and his woman, he's weak as fuck, man.
Weak.
Man, you gotta keep that shit to yourself. Man, deal with that shit. That's the bitch that you chose to be with. That's on you.
Hey, to be fair, there is certain times where you'll come to a brother and confide in him and for counsel on how you should move about a certain situation.
Yeah.
There is times for that. You know what I'm saying? Just
just to be fair,
Yeah,
to-
yeah.
you know, we don't want it out there that it's like, oh, if you ever try to come to a brother because you're going through something, you know what I'm saying, you don't turn to, who else do you turn to? You turn to the brotherhood, you know what I'm saying? When you actually need advice on how to move this way, how to move that way, you have your counselors and seasoned men that understand the scriptures, man. You know what I'm saying? So there's a balance to that, you know.
It's a fine balance.
You don't go and just spill all the beans about what you got in your personal life going on. At the same time, though, you know what I'm saying? There's gonna be times where you need to lean on the brother, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's the whole purpose of him being there, so that way he can help you up. You know, two are better than one.
Yeah. What does scripture say? Have one counsel amongst 1,000?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, amongst 1,000 have but one counsel.
Yeah.
You know, because you can't just, you know, tell every brother everything, you know what I'm saying? That you gotta have one counsel.
Shit.
Was that it?
You had something to
This is Deuteronomy 30:7. And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecute thee.
Right, so the curses that we're going through is going to be put on Esau and the other nations, man. You know, and that's the reason why we've been held back. The curses is what's holding us back as a nation. You know what I'm saying? Individually, you know, coming into the truth, you got your own personal walk where you're out about shimmy outside. So the only thing that would be holding you back from progress, so to say, which I'm not talking about financial and all that, but just like spiritual progress would be yourself. You know what I'm saying? But as far as a nation, what's holding us back is the curses.
That's
Which
right.
those curses is going to be put on the other nations.
You see them being put on them motherfuckers now.
Yeah.
No, who's the main people you see in these fucking DSHSs, man? You see Edomites and heathens in there. You don't even see Jake in there like that, like we used to back in the day, where it was just nothing but Jake. Now you actually seeing what's the dotheads, fucking Indians, East Indians. You seeing fucking Samoans. You seeing all type of nations in there now. You niggas struggling just like us. Welcome to it. Shit.
Oh, go ahead, bro.
This is Joel chapter 3, starting at verse 1. It says, for
Oh,
behold,
sorry, you got something too.
Oh, no, I was the Deuteronomy. That's what I.
for behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land.
Yeah, that's what we about to see. You know, all these wars and rumors of wars is leading up to, it's a gradual collecting of the nations to go down to the valley of Jehoshaphat, also known as Saudi Arabia. You know, that's going to be the muster point for World War III. Just like when you got a job and they tell you that once you evacuate, the muster point after evacuation is on the side of the building,
Northwest corner.
the east corner of the building is the muster point in case of a earthquake. You hear 3 blasts of the air horn. That means get out of the building. And we'll take roll call, all that shit. Well, the muster point for World War III is going to be in the land of Saudi Arabia in the Middle East. Okay. Go ahead, bro.
It says, for the and they have cast lots for my people and have given a boy for an harlot and sold a girl for wine that they may drink. Yeah, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine? Will ye render of me a recompense? And if ye recompense me, swiftly and speedily will I return your recompense upon your own head.
Right. So Tyre, the ancient people of Tyre was the Hamites. But now you got the gutter rats living in the land of Israel in the region of Tyre. And you know, if they try to render to the Heavenly Father a recompense, hey, it's gonna fall, bro. They're really invoking a curse upon themselves.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
got more?
Yeah, different precepts. This is the book of Zephaniah. Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 8. It says, therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord Yahweh.
And that's what we're doing. Patiently waiting on Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. And the word patience means to suffer something. So we're suffering. You suffering elements, suffering, mental demons trying to plague your mind. You know?
Vexation upon vexation upon vexation.
Yeah, you're Shalom.
I thought I was the bus driver. I'm like, what the fuck? You tripping?
Go ahead, bro. Read it again.
It says, therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord Yahweh, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them mine indignation.
Yeah, and the prey is the other nations, the heathen. All right, so the Lord is, man, reading that the Lord's going to pour the indignation, his indignation on these heathen. It's like hearing that is one thing, but either seeing it or seeing the aftermath of it is going to hit totally different, man. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine that shit being televised via telescope, not a telescope, but a satellite. You know what I'm saying? And
Live
you
stream.
watching TV over in some remote village or somewhere that ain't gonna get hit with missiles, and you look at a muster point of armies, and Yahushua just dropping them, just having nukes hit that motherfucker, as well as the right aim and thunderbolts that the angel is gonna deliver via the chariots. Imagine seeing that, man. You gonna know, like, damn, the Lord hate them motherfuckers, man. She put a thumb up.
Thumb up, like, yeah.
Hey, we was thinking about that earlier. These white ladies, man. Yeah. Trying to catch a ride.
Trying to hit y'all.
Yeah.
Good job, guys.
I don't know what you're saying, but all right.
All right.
Right.
Go ahead.
It says, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy.
Yeah, you're gonna have nukes touching down different continents, different cities. You know, that's why the scriptures say that the earth shall burn as an oven. Malachi 4. You know, hey, thermonuclear fire is hot, man. That shit gonna melt the fucking Arctic and shit. You know what I'm saying? Probably not all of it, but I best believe some of that motherfucking ice is gonna thaw out. That's a real global warming.
Second Peter says that the elements are going to melt together with fervent heat.
You know, that's right. Hey, Esau trying to jump the gun. No, nigga. Hold your horses with the global warming.
Yeah.
The Lord gonna do that.
Yeah.
But you know, as hot as it's gonna be, some of that water is gonna evaporate too, though.
Yeah. Yep.
So it's gonna balance itself out.
Yeah.
You know.
It says, just real quick, it says, for then will I turn to the people of pure language, that they may all call upon the name of the Lord Yahweh to serve him with one consent.
Yep. So, hey, it's gonna be Hebrew as the national language.
The worldwide language.
The galaxy, the universe.
Universal language.
The universal language is gonna be that Lashma Kodash.
Yeah.
That's it.
The
Yeah.
Hebrew.
Not that Yiddish.
You know?
Yeah.
Dramatic.
Hey, and then everybody gonna have to eat those words, man. You guys don't know the real Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the name doesn't matter. All they're gonna have to eat all that, man. Everybody who's talking that shit, they're gonna have to eat that.
But you got something?
Yeah, just real quick.
This is Isaiah 66:15. For behold, I, the Most High, Yahweh, will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord will be many.
Hey, and the scriptures say that the Heavenly Father is a consuming fire.
Yep.
So when it look, hey, like that nigga Lil Boosie had song, touch down the cause hell, touch down the cause hell. Hey, the Lord gonna touch down the cause hell, literally bring fucking hellish conditions to the earth.
Yep.
You know, like we mentioned earlier, Gehenna being a place that fire where trash was burned. Esau and these other nations is trash, man. You know. Yeah. Fucking burn them with fire, man. Right. You know. But anybody got anything else?
I got something real
Okay.
quick. I got something real quick, Slakia.
Hey, and we looking forward to that, man. Right. In hopes of being delivered. We hope that we don't actually have to partake in we pray that we don't gotta partake in receiving that judgment. You know what I'm saying?
Just real quick, because you said the Lord's coming back to touch down the cause hell, right? This is what the scriptures say. Damn, fucking win. Slacky.
Lord, he's coming to send fire upon the earth. Hey, like Yahweh said, and what will I if it be already kindled?
Yep. This is now the wind want to kick up, huh?
Right? Hey,
Now the wind want to kick up. This is the water to y'all by Shing. I'll shout out for real. This is Amos chapter 5 verse 18. It says, "Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into a house and leaned his hand on the wall and the serpent bit him. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark, with no brightness in it?" All right. So the day of the Lord is going to be like the brother was saying, touch down the cause hell. The day of the Lord, he said it's going to. Kasai just mentioned that the Lord is going to bring hellish conditions here upon the earth, and that's what the day of the Lord is going to be, man. It's going to be real hellish conditions, man, to where you think you're getting away from one problem only to run straight into another one.
Yeah, hey, that's what we are looking forward to, the Lord pretty much fulfilling all his prophecies, man. Right? In hopes of just having that thawa, which allows us to be exempt from judgment, man. That's what it's about. You know, and with that comes, self-examination, man. A constant, the scriptures say, the greater thou art, the more humble thyself. Sirach 3, I believe. So, the more you increase, the greater you become, you gotta equally become that much more humble. You can't get on no high horse and lose sight of what's important, man. All right, because all of our salvation is at stake, man. So a constant increase of your fear of the Lord. You gotta examine, like, is my fear of the Lord, is it on point? Do I really fear the Lord?
Right.
Am I taking into account what I'm hearing? You know what I'm saying? What I'm seeing? All right, am I applying what I'm reading? You know what I'm saying? With the videos I'm listening to from various brothers, like, you gotta actually, like, utilize that. It's all tools, man. It's all tools, and it's gonna make your walk that much more easier, and your righteous confidence is gonna grow, man.
Now you play a video game and you gain so many points. Now you can get this more high density of armor. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing in this truth, man. As you grow this thing, the armor gets better.
Your armor is it goes from like the chain link, knight and armor shit to some armor that the holy angels had on when they stumped that nigga out, the Edomite out.
Start getting that shit called Valerian steel.
Those shits are all like
Start getting that Valerian steel armor.
Yeah.
That fucking dragon skin armor and shit, That's
like a
impenetrable.
like a Leviathan that said his you couldn't penetrate that armor, them scales. But I mean, that's what we the brother I forget the brother's name, but he made mention of last night, the brother from Dallas. He was going into pretty much operating in the spirit and having that fear of the Lord. Is like you're walking around like you're invincible. Like when you're confident in the Lord and Like you got that faith. Ultimately, that faith has it to where you're walking around like you're knowing that you are made of flesh and blood like the next man. You know, the rest of these people out here, but you just built up in the spirit to where it's like you know the Lord got you, man. You know what I'm saying? You know that the angels is around you, protecting you, and you just walking through the valley of the shadow of death, like I don't give a fuck. You know, so I feel no fear, no evil. Exactly. Knowing that you're doing the right thing, and the Lord is protecting you from all this fucking evil, man. That's been our life since we came into the truth, and that confidence and that faith in the Lord has only increased, man. And it's got to continue to increase, and at the same time, you gotta remain to continue to be humble, man.
I gotta appreciate it.
Yep.
Yeah, that reminds me too of that Lil Wayne song from the mixtape. You know, I walk around like I got an S on my chest. You know what I'm saying? That's how you move and you operate when you know that you're doing the right thing according to Yahweh Shem Shot, man. You ain't got nothing to fear because you got the fear of the Lord actually within you. It says, this is 2 Peter chapter 1 verse 10. Wherefore, the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if you do these things, ye shall never fail.
Yep. So you got to give diligence to make your calling of election sure. You know, which is staying on top of the things you need to stay on top of. You know, reading, studying, doing lessons, hitting the highways and hedges. You know, being a brother. All right. Walking like you talking, man. That's why Yahweh said, don't be as the Pharisees, which they say and do not.
Right.
Yeah, they coming scripturally out the scriptures, and yeah, it sounds good because it's right. What they're saying is right. It's coming from a solid source, which is the law. All right. However, them niggas ain't doing it. All right. And if you was naive, you would let me mimic what they're doing. Meanwhile, you're just being a parrot, a monkey and a parrot. You're saying and doing the shit that they're doing, and it's like that shit's completely off. But that's why in Acts 17, can you get that? Somebody grab Acts 17 where they were more noble than they of Thessalonica.
Can I read this in the NLT?
Yeah, which is why you're supposed to study on you know, like get it for yourself. All right, when you actually do the leg work and read and study, you know, you can see, okay, the law says this, the Lord said that, the prophet said this, that, and the third, to where you're able to walk it, and the way you talk it, it lines up. They mirror each other.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
2 Peter chapter 1 verse 10 in the NLT, it says, so dear brothers and sisters, work hard to prove that you are really among those the Most High have called and chosen.
Read it again.
It says, so dear brothers and sisters, work hard to prove that you are really among those the Most High have called and chosen.
You got to prove that. You got to continually, first and foremost, prove to yourself that the Lord called me for a reason. I ain't just here just to be here, as Elder Wamba would say, chicken eating nigga, just eating chicken, drinking up the wine. You know what I'm saying? You know, here for the festivities. Hey, I'm here for the festivities. Like, no, like, why are you here? You know what I'm saying? Prove to yourself that your reasoning for being here is for a righteous purpose. You know, which means you gotta walk it like you're talking, man. Go ahead, bro.
It says, do these things and you will never fall away.
Exactly. You gotta be a doer, man. All right. Go ahead. You have something?
Oh no, I got the Acts.
Go ahead, bro.
Acts 17, and I'm gonna start at 10. And the brethren immediately sent.
Raise your voice a little bit.
Acts 17 and 10. And the brethren immediately sent away Paul and Silas by night into Berea, who coming thither went into the synagogue of the Jews. These were more noble than those in Thessalonica. Thessalonica, and that they received the word with all readiness of mind and searched the scriptures daily, whether those things were so. Therefore, many of them believed, also of honorable women which were Greeks, and of men not a few, but with the Jews of Thessalonica, had knowledge that the word of the Lord, the word of the Most High, was preached of Paul at Berea, they came thither also and stirred up the people.
Yeah. So those of Thessalonica actually did the legwork and actually researched and studied for themselves to find out whether what Paul was saying was actually facts. And you know, they came to the conclusion that yep, he quoted that right, because that's what the law says. That's what you know, whether it was Isaiah, Jeremiah, or you know, Samuel, or whoever they quoted, the apostle Paul and Barnabas, whoever they quoted, it was actually facts. And that's how we got to be today, man, because it like I said, it'll help you in your walk, man. You're walking like you're talking, you know. Because when you say something, you want it to be fact.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To where, because somebody grabbed that where it says that we might be justified in our sins, Peter's, I believe, 1:20. You want what you when you speak, especially on the highways and hedges, you want it to be fact. You don't want to speculate and have any gray area of, well, I don't know, I'm not sure, but I'm gonna just throw it out there for the fuck of it, just to be talking. Nah, you don't want to do that, man, because they can come back to bite you in the ass. Now you gotta fucking backpedal and Salakia, you know, that wasn't like, well, if you simply just stated what was true, knowing it, you know, then you'd be good. The scriptures also say, you know, pretty much cover thy mouth, profess not the knowledge that you have not, roughly phrased, you know. If your brother want to find, was you looking up something, bro? What's that? Were you looking for something? It's all good. Go ahead. Hold on, Slot. Were you done with yours?
Yeah, I was done.
You was done? If there's more, continue. If not, go ahead.
It says, Acts 17 and 14, and then immediately the brethren sent away Paul to go as there was to the sea, but Silas and Timotheus abode there still. And they that conducted Paul brought him into Athens, and receiving a commandment unto Silas and Timotheus to come to him with all speed.
Yeah, that's pretty much the point. It's going into something different. But the point was served.
Yeah.
The point was that those that was of Berea was more noble than those of Thessalonica, because they were searching the scriptures daily to see if what Paul was saying and Paul and Barnabas were saying unto him was according to the scripture or not. Rather than just hearing it and running with that, they themselves did the legwork, like Cap was getting into. They was doing the legwork. 333. Call on you, outside. They was doing the legwork to ensure that the words that they was receiving was indeed according to the scriptures, not just just lip service.
This is 2 Corinthians 13 and 5. Examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves how that Yahweh Shai Mashiach is in you, except ye be reprobate. But I trust that ye shall know that we are not reprobate.
Yeah, so you gotta prove to yourself that you ain't no reprobate, which means your brain gotta work. Like literally, like your brain has to work for you to examine yourself and prove to yourself, I ain't no fucking reprobate. You gotta actually utilize your brain and comb over things. Constantly comb over things. It's a constant internal examination that helps your outward. It allows that inward man to shine outwardly. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not about the flesh. It's about the spirit. You know, in which you constantly examine yourself. You know what I'm saying? You become a delight to the body. You know what I'm saying?
You constantly examine yourself. You're constantly judging yourself.
Yeah.
That's why to be reprobate is being void of judgment.
Yeah.
If you ain't judging yourself, then you're void of it, and therefore you're going to be a reprobate.
Yep.
And if you're judging yourself, you have no need for another to come and judge you. Which is why it says that spiritual man judges all things, but he himself is judge of no man, because he's judging himself to ensure that he's walking correctly. You know, so nobody has no reason to come up and point the finger at him saying, you're doing this wrong, you said that wrong, you know, this, that, and the third, man, because he's taking care of it, you know, for himself. to where somebody else don't gotta come and correct them.
Somebody hold
I didn't see that 2 Peter or the 1 Peter or whatever.
Okay, somebody, can you grab it?
I got the Matthew 12. Yeah. We read that earlier.
Hold
Right?
Ecclesiasticus 3:18 and 22, or 18 and 25. Read 18 and then jump to 25. You got it?
You want this? You want this right now?
Yeah.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, chapter 3, and I'm going to read verse 18.
Romans.
It says, "The greater thou art, the more humble thyself, and thou shalt find favor before the Lord."
Yeah, that's the point. The greater thou art, the more humble thyself. Because if you don't continue to grow in humility, you're going to grow in pride, man. And the Lord hates that. The Lord hates pride. Pride was not made for men. Okay, so the more you increase, the more you gotta become humble. All right, put yourself on. Actually, like, you know, become low, man. You know, which is pretty much being considerate of others. When you truly are considerate of others, that's humility right there. And it's not just once in a lifetime type thing. You know, every so often, okay, I feel like it now. No, you gotta constantly be considerate of others. That's true humility. Because being humble, you constantly putting yourself last to put the next man or the next men before you, man.
Yep.
It's not just, I feel like doing it this time. Oh, well, this time, I don't feel like doing it this time. Let's on it.
Right.
Yeah, I'm due for it. Yeah, it don't work like that, man. But you know, it's and also too, it's got to naturally be within you. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't within you to really sincerely be humble, then you should. What?
I mean, just giving grudgingly.
Like, yeah, you know, and it ain't even all about just giving. You know what I'm saying? It's giving plays a role, but just the consideration as a whole. There's many avenues that consideration can fall into. You know. Go ahead.
It says, I must read on. Verse 19, it says, "Many are in high place and of renown, but mysteries are revealed unto the meek."
Yeah. So, you know, you can be at the top of the totem pole and not know shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Never
But
get those realizations, the revelations. And all that.
Right, but this guy that's at the bottom, that's humble, and the Lord is dealing with him. You know, 333. The Lord dealing with him, and therefore the Lord appreciates and is honored with his humility, and therefore he gives him revelations.
Yep.
You know, he sups with him.
It says, "For the power of the Lord is great, and he is honored of the lowly."
Right. The Lord is honored of the lowly. Go ahead.
Now I'm going to jump down to verse 25. It says, "Without eyes thou shalt want light. Profess the knowledge thereof that thou hast..."
Profess not.
I'm sorry, profess... Okay, let me restart that. It says, "Without eyes thou shalt want light. Profess not the knowledge thereof that thou hast not."
Right. So profess not the knowledge that you don't got. You know, so like when you say something, you want it to be fact. To where even if somebody don't believe you, you can fact check it, and I'm gonna be right through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shah. So I don't give a fuck. Versus just saying something, and it's like that shit ain't even correct. You know, because then it's and if it ain't correct, and you know it's not correct, you know that within yourself. If it's like, bro, you know if it's not right or not. If it's right or not. Like,
You know
if
you're
you're unsure of it, don't even say the shit.
You don't got a
Real
lot
quick,
of
boo
kicking.
boo boo,
Right.
and then go to, you know, that's what the phone is for, man. Look it up real quick, and then you're justified in your saying, man.
Let me start up a couple verses. This is Sirach chapter 3, verse 23. It says, "Be not curious in unnecessary matters, for more things are showed unto thee than men understand. For many are deceived by their own vain opinion, and an evil suspicion have overthrown their judgment."
Yeah.
Without eyes thou shalt want light. Profess not knowledge thereof that thou hast not. All right, so hey, don't be curious in unnecessary matters, man. You know, not everything is for you. You know what I'm saying? Some things it ain't none of your business. So don't be curious about that stuff. All right, and then it also says there's more things shown to you than men understand. So the things that you got, you supposed to really focus in on the hey T Wizzle, that conversation we was having last night. You got to focus in on the talents that was given unto you, man. Stop looking at what everybody else got in theirs, you know, and focus on what it is that you got, and make sure that what you got is on point and is moving correctly. That's that car again. You know what I'm saying? So, because by doing that, that's gonna have you increase to where you can really be a help to everybody else, rather than what you got you ain't focusing on. So you worried about how everybody else is moving on you know on their mission, to where you're the one that's falling behind and everybody else is moving forward and gotta carry you forward. You know?
This is Proverbs 13:3. He that keepeth his mouth keepeth his life, but he that openeth wide his lips shall have destruction.
Yep. You know, you ain't got to talk all the time, man. You know, and then knowing when to talk, who to talk to, like, you know, just out in public and shit. You know, like, I went to get something from an auto parts store yesterday. They didn't have what I needed, but old head, like right as I'm leaving to leave out, I asked him if they had what I needed. He was like, nah. So I'm going to leave out, and he just stands in front of the doorway, old ass nigga, gray and everything, Edomite, fucking some leprous ass green eyes, just like a White Walker, just zoned out, just going into some bullshit. But then like he tried to segue it into like politics, and I'm like, this nigga's a demon. You trying to pick my brain and see if I'm voting for Trump or Biden, like type shit, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, like just seeing all this shit, it's like, man, he's fucking, like if I was game goofy, it's like, bro, like just shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Now every time you come in there, they know you. Oh, that's the guy that he's a hardcore Republican, or he's a hardcore Democrat, or which I ain't neither one of those, you know what I'm saying? But just shit like that, like everywhere we go, it's always people trying to see why does this light shine so bright?
Right.
What do they know? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you don't always gotta profess your knowledge.
How you get your car that shiny?
Yeah. Everything you know. Well, yeah, I read in the Bible, or back in history. This, you ain't gotta. There's a time and place for everything.
Wait.
You got something?
No, I was just reminded of one of these scriptures that's written on here.
You got something, Clark?
No.
This is Romans 3:20. Therefore, by the deeds of the law, there is no flesh.
40. Walk sign is on the cross. 40. Walk sign is on the cross. 12. 11. 10. 9. 8. 7.
Yeah, man. Hey, the scriptures tell you to meddle not in a lot of business, man. You know, there's things that's for you, and there's things that's for others. But so long as you, and this is where it really comes down to, so long as you are focused on taking care of yourself, you gonna be all right, man. Everybody gotta work out their own salvation. You know, you gotta work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. So as long as you making sure that you're on point, then that's the best thing you can do. One of the things, again, me and Tuwa, we had a long ass conversation last night, nice, beautiful, spiritual conversation. But one of the things we said was that the best way you can help somebody else out is by ensuring that you yourself is on point. All right, it'll be better for you to take care of it. Like for example, if there's you're going out to eat or something, the best thing you can do, you know, not taking away from anybody's charity or anything like that, but it'll be better for you to be able to pay for your own meal rather than to need the next man to cover your bill. You know what I'm saying? So you helping out yourself and having your finances in order to where you can actually support yourself is better than having the next man reach in to cover you, man. You know, that's a better outcome. And I'm using that as the example to show that it's better if you take care of yourself. That's way better. That's way more impactful for the body as a whole than for having something else compensate for you, man. If a part of the body goes out, if the hip goes out, that's the example we used last night. If the hip goes out, the rest of the body is overcompensating to make up for that hip. You know, you're walking with a limp now. You don't have back pains and all these other pains from your muscles trying to help this part that got weak and got hurt. You know, rather than that part just operating fine, man.
You might get a sciatica. You know what I'm saying? Where that pinched nerve in your lower back because your hips and all that. It's just a whole host of problems that can arise from that. But like the brother was saying, one thing I want to put together a lesson. Because what came to me yesterday was like brace for impact. Because shit gonna get crazy. And if you ain't been focused, if you been worried about the wrong things, it's gonna be all bad for you. You're not gonna be stable and ready to fucking slip punches and you know the fiery darts of Satan because you just ain't focused. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I had told these two brothers about this dream I had about a week or two ago where we was in this brother Tawab's car. There was all four of us in the car, and we ended up getting into a car accident. And right as the car was about to fucking start flipping, you know, I braced myself, and in my spirit, I knew I was gonna be all right. I couldn't speak for the rest of the brothers, you know what I'm saying, but being that I braced for impact, I knew I was like, I'm gonna be all right, I ain't about to die. And then the car, I'm talking about that motherfucker. And then the car landed back on the tires, and this brother, he was driving, and we just continued driving, right? And then we went to a auto parts store. Which was right next to a audio store. Like and this brother, these two brothers,
electronic audio.
Yeah, like if you want to go get some speakers, put in your car type shit. This brother and this brother, they went to O'Reilly's to get the only thing wrong with his car was he needed to get a new windshield. And like when we got out the car, he had his windshield in his hand. He was peeling it off like it was easy. That and your windshield wipers. And you just went to go get another one. You know?
From O'Reilly's.
Yeah, you and this brother went to go do that, and then me and RCR, we went into the audio place, and there was an Edomite chick. So that I said all that to pretty much relay the message that a brace for impact. You know what I'm saying? Worry about yourself, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah, consideration to be worried about the next man. However, you know, you got to worry about yourself. If you worry about everybody else, who the fuck worry about you?
That's right.
Because who's to say the next man is worried about you? Which the next man should be considerate and worried, so on and so forth. But that man got his own salvation he's seeking out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But so from there, in the dream, we went into the audio store, and there was an Edomite chick that was like, she worked there, and she was asking if anybody wanted to hook up their phone to the speakers to test out the speakers. And, you know, they're trying to sell some speakers and shit. So I was like, all right, shit. So there was this album I was listening to, and so I was trying to get her trying to link my shit with Bluetooth, and I was trying to find a certain song, and it took a minute, but eventually the shit started playing. That shit started slapping, and then the chick, she was a fine ass Edomite too. She walked past me, cause I got the phone and shit's playing. She walked past me in like a zombie fucking phase. She walked right past me, right, and I'm like, what the fuck? This bitch is like everybody that was in there was like hypnotized by the music. You know what I'm saying? But her in particular, I was focused on her because she was fine and she just on zombie mode. And as she walked past me, she just got butt ass naked, took her clothes off. I was like, what the fuck? This bitch is tripping. I'm like, this shit is crazy. And then she just started running. And then from there, the dream instantly switched to like we was outside. You know how Washington you can drive anywhere and it's hella green and a little trail and shit. We was somewhere outside, and it was like the edge, like say right there, the edge of the concrete is like the edge of a cliff where if you jump off that motherfucker, you gonna die. Bruh, she was butt ass naked and just walking towards that motherfucker, and then she just started running and she just dove off that motherfucker. And I was like, oh shit. So I want to see her splatter and shit, cause that shit was far down there. And I'm looking at shit, but she hit a big ass branch, a big ass like you see how this stoplight pole is sticking out like that? Just imagine a big ass branch is sticking out like that. So she jumped trying to, that balloon, somebody got a balloon on. She jumped this shit and boom, got gut checked by that motherfucker. Pow! Right? And then she kind of like slid off that and fell, and when she fell into a pit, and there was a bunch of other butt naked Edomites down there on some ooga booga shit. Slaves. Damn. Some of them had shackles and shit. And I was like, oh shit. And it dawned on me like, damn, like Esau, they're falling from fucking, when I woke up and thought about it, I was like, damn, the Lord is showing that like this new song that we got, can somebody get that? This song that we sing?
Revelation.
Yep. This song,
that was song, under the scripture that I read earlier from Revelation.
Oh, yeah. This song that we're singing, this word we're preaching, it got the whole road is tuned into it, whether they admit it or not. The whole road is tuned into it, and Esau is falling from that state of power. You know what I'm saying? They're really becoming base. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, soon this is about to be a wrap, bro. So that's why it's important to really focus and hone in. And you know, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling.
This is Revelation 14, start at 2. And I heard a voice from heaven as the voice of many waters. And as
it's like, and we talk about, you know, Esau taking clothes off, this nigga over there, old ass Edomite walking around with no shirt on and shit, man. Fucking ooga booga. You said that. Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
All right, it's Revelation 14 and 2. And I heard a voice from heaven as the voice of many waters, and as the voice of a great thunder. And I heard the voice of harpers harping with their harps. And they sung, as it were, a new song before the throne, and before the four beasts and the elders. And no man could learn that song but the 144 or 40 and 4,000 which were redeemed from the earth.
Yeah, so the prophets, the 144,000, is the ones that truly know. Yep. The ones that truly know. Hey, the ones that truly have faith. Because it takes faith to come out here continuously and do this, man. You know what I'm saying? That despite whatever we go through in our lives, we continually come out here and push the word of the Heavenly Father because we got faith, man. Mm-hmm. You know, but that faith in Abaratazah, we owe that number. That's what gives us the ability to understand and sing this song, man. You know, but that song got the whole world captivated, and that song is bringing about, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, bringing about prophecies to come to pass. Which, the more prophecies come to pass, the more you're going to see Esau in a low-ass state to the point to where we really going to round them up. Hey, just like in the scriptures, some Jake under the Babylonians was getting carted off into captivity butt-ass naked. You know what I'm saying? Butt-ass naked, shackled up. They show you that roots coming here to the Americas. Goodbye, Uncle Tom. Just Jake butt-ass naked, shackled up. Hey, Esau gonna be, you know, shit, you gonna see some crazy shit with Esau, man. You know, Esau hiding out, you know what I'm saying, getting whooped, getting his ass whooped once we catch him and shit. Clothes all ripped and shit. On some Flintstone shit, gotta tie two corners together and shit so the shirt stay up on your neck, you know? You know?
Verse 4 says, these are they which were not defiled with women.
For the women being philosophies and doctrines. Yeah. You know, all white Edomites can make it. God loves everybody. All that bullshit. Replacement theology. You know, the Israel of God is, you know, like the Lord ain't dealing with the Israelites no more. Now Christians is the new woman and all that bullshit, man. We're not defiled with that shit.
It says, for they are virgins. These are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth.
Yeah, we follow Yahweh Shah whithersoever he goes. So whatever the Lord wants us to get on, that's what we're gonna get on. All right.
These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto Yahweh and to the Lamb, Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, we ask, Abaradazah, that we are those first fruits, because we would be the head of our family lines, man. Our family's gonna come back through our loins in the kingdom of heaven.
That's right.
And man, imagine that, man. Imagine of all the in particular each tribe, Judah, Gad, you know what I'm saying, Reuben, so and so, whatever, Levi, Issachar, Ephraim. For the brothers, like for brothers here, standing up here, whatever tribe we from, to be a member of the 144,000, being one of the 12,000 from your particular tribe, and on top of that, you are the head of your family, and your family got to come back through your loins. You know how great of a feeling that is.
Yep.
If that's true, if it's it is true. If it's true to you,
That's your lot.
meaning you're of that number.
Yeah.
Man.
Like on Game of Thrones, you got the house of this and the house of that. The house of the Targaryens and the house of the Valerians and so on and so forth, right? You are the head of that house. You know what I'm saying? That whole house look at you for all. You make all the decisions. You know what I'm talking about? You got the whole ins and outs and whatnot. All the council come and speak unto you. Now when the king called forth, you got to go and see the king. But inside your own land, you the one that everybody look towards.
You're the
everybody.
king of your land.
You're the king of yours.
Yeah.
But there's a king even that's above you that
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying, that you serve and go on to.
That's right. Verse 5, it says, and in their mouth was found no guile, for they are without fault.
And that goes back to when you speak, it's facts. You know what I'm saying? It's not a guesstimation or your personal opinion. I think maybe no, it's facts. You can take that to the bank. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 5, and in their mouth was found no guile, for they are without fault before the throne of the Most High.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
If I can speak on that, the scripture described them as virgins. Now the thing about a virgin is undefiled. You want to be undefiled, man. You don't want to have guile in your mouth. You don't want to be constantly have to get corrected on what it is that you're saying. Like Kasai was saying, you want to have facts. You know what I'm saying? Everything coming out your mouth being facts, so that way you can be found blameless, man, spotless, undefiled. Like a virgin.
Because the virgin, shit, that's not even today, man. These young girls be knowing too much. City Girls and Megan Thee Stallion and all the lyrics and shit. So I can't even use that. You know what I'm saying? But in a righteous society, like a virgin has a certain. They ain't gonna be talking like an unvirgin. Right. Pretty much. But in this society, like it's all fucked up. But brother, got anything else?
I got something real quick.
These women got virgin coochies, but their mind is not virgins though.
Yeah.
Their mind is defiled. They just ain't been touched. They ain't been touched yet. They soon to be.
This is real quick. This is Luke chapter 9 verse 23. And he said to them all, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me.
Yep. So daily you gotta deny yourself. And
you gotta take that cross up. It ain't up to the next man to take your cross up. You gotta pick up your cross, man.
and just like getting your ass up out of bed to go to work. And you can't tell the homie, hey man, clock in for me, man. You know, they ask you something, I'm in the bathroom. You can't do that, man. You gotta actually get your ass up and go clock in. Yeah, same thing with the truth, man. But brothers ain't got anything. We're gonna wrap it up. Once again, we want to give all praise All glory and all honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honor unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to you, sincere Akim, pushing the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai throughout the four corners of the globe. Till next week, Abaratazah, Shalom. Hey, and Shalom to the brothers on the comment board, man. GMS come from one another. Shalom.